Sorry about the spotlight, folks, but here we are. As the teams take the field, we welcome you to Wesley College in Glen Regional, Victoria, Australia for round 2 of the 2017 AFL International Cup. First of 2 games today featuring the U.S. teams, the U.S. State Freedom of their Blue Jumpers against the Flames of Papua New Guinea. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Bowers. A pleasant good evening to you back in the United States, and a good morning to you if you're watching here across Australia. This is a must-win game for the U.S. Freedom. They pretty much all are at this point, as they need to win all of their games, pretty much to win the championship, but more importantly, they need to win this game here today, because if they lose and Ireland wins, then they cannot advance to the semifinal. There are a number of other games going on across the grounds here, pretty much across Victoria, here in for the AFL International Cup. We'll keep you up to date at quarter time and halftime. Harry Stack is in the left for the USA up against number 13. We are on your way here in Glen Waverley. And Papua New Guinea, who won their first game 55-0. That might have been tackling without the football, and in fact, it is on Katie Clark. Free kick awarded here to Dean White. She goes in short, intercepted there, and it's intercepted by Lindsay Castanek. Castanek looks out to the right side, puts that up into the air, drops down in front, gets away from one attacker. Wheel just out to it, over to Moore. Moore now picks her up to the right side. Nobody there in the back pocket. Just the one defender there, and Pisa. That's Ophelia Pisa. They check in, shot on goal, and it's going out. And it's going out on the fall. So, can't break you have to see there because I just saw a snack upon this. Opening minutes of the game. The USA nothing, Papua New Guinea nothing. Papua New Guinea, we mentioned, was 55-0 in their opening game over the European Crusaders. They came 6 goals, 19 behind. But the near side, almost taken out by Booker, and he gets it to the foot over the shoe. Shoe handballs it back to Booker, who throws it one to the right into the middle of the ground, intercept mark. Straightening it off by Tyga Hagai, who plays it to Birdie. She's told to play on, and she goes up the wing position inventory side. She puts the top by Sheila. Ball goes to ground. As Booker tried to cycle it off, centered into the middle of the goal square. Picked up by one here by number 13. Right on mark here in the program. That one is hit, and it's intercepted. And again, that's Jess Walker from the Portland Sockeyes. He comes over and takes the mark. 24 years old from San Jose originally. He's got one back across and it's intercepted. And it's Bridget Ball had it. One of 2 guard sisters, and Stacks on the middle will have a ball. Ball is in the attacking left half forward flank here. But the USA have it out of the league. Certainly around there was Jess Gray. That ball is intercepted, and then that one is sent on. Dropped by Lindsay Castanek. By the Flames, and now everyone down mushroom forming. Stacks over the middle, ball crosses her lines. Room ball off over the center square. Now you see the arcs there. These are 40-meter arcs. A little bit smaller ground than probably what the Ladies played the other day. And picked up by Natalie Wolf, or check that guy was Willen, who's swung and missed. Ball at the ground. Actually, that was caught number 10. Third time the charm. And the umpire, actually, looks like I think it's re-kicked for Luke English. David Charleston, South Carolina. That one is set long. In the air, small, quick get to it, ball at the ground, scooped out of the wall there, and finds his way to Heatherway, and she is met quickly there by Billy Pisa, as well as Julian Aguila for Papua New Guinea. Now, 3 minutes gone, 17.5-minute quarters, no score. That was awarded as a free kick. They play on, does the Flames, that one is still Castanek is taken down. And then also being held up Howard 7 line. And again, we'll have the ball. Ball will come 35 meters from the goal. Ball goes to air. Brownie takes it back. Right here, a great game in the loss against Ireland. USA. Game of Portland, Oregon. The kick is on the way. It is drifting off to the right. It's through for a minor score. So first point of the game. And it goes to the USA. It is 1-0. It was a little chilly here, but we're in the shadows. I think she may have gone out of the square. I don't remember if she was touching stuff today, but it's intercepted. Clock. They have one again shot for goal. And Kelly Cott has kicked the first measure of the game. Prayer awareness by the former Sacramento Rudy son turned Melbourne University mother. And the U.S. is on the 1-1-7. Papua New Guinea at the score. With Papua New Guinea saw that we didn't see them in 2014. They were here earlier, 2011. And they were a very young side. They were basically a bunch of teenagers. They had a lot of teenagers here today. But more importantly, they have a height advantage. Real high blender who kicks out one inside 50. We have a whistle, and it looks like it's going to be away from the play. And the umpire has kicked out something all the way back at the edge of the goal square, or the center square, 45 meters out. And we come all the way back to Emily Real. Emily Real plays for the Baltimore Washington Lady Eagles. She's a native of Chicago, Illinois. She's a math professor at Johns Hopkins University. Throws that one on to the right. And it's marked by Henley. So Kim Henley is going to be a prime target. This is still within her range, probably about 35 meters out. So start on the Canadian side of the paint. That's the Auburn side. This is home to Henley. Just by the person on the board, it looks like that's gone off to the right, and that's where the minor scored. 1 goal, 2 behinds, that's 8 points. Those score for Papua New Guinea, who really haven't even gotten the ball on the other side of the field so far. There it is. I didn't see it the last time. The fullback there in Philip Pizza. Plays it out to the left side. Ball goes to play. 3 yellow jumpers there. And that's going to be a high tackle by Jessica Straw. And the kick is awarded to Ilana Kaputa, who plays for Xavier. She'll continue up the left side of the corner. Ball goes to Graham. Gets away from Kelly Kastanek. That kicks awarded down off the chest of Blevin. A good job in support there by the English. They work the ball around, and then it looks like Drake is serious to turn the ball over. And a good pressure there by, it looks like by Blevin. Yes, it was. Okay, now into the middle. Here comes Papua New Guinea through Ray. Ray will play that one up as they try to push the ball forward, push it forward, shove it forward, way forward. And we'll have a ball up. Actually, we will have a free kick. It looks like the tackle was good. And that is Laramina Akira with the kick. She looks around. She throws that one over to the right. Almost intercepted there by Sher. Got out by Clark. It's a wounded Doc Nelson ball. Throwing that one over to the right is Akira with the left. Drop the mark. And now to pick it up towards Maggie out. Here's Katie Carey. Gets it around from the left defender. That one was deflected. 4 yellow jumpers there. Not to get it. Maggie on. Went off to the near side. Here comes Sher. She's in immediately and she dropped the football. Umpire sent the quicker under play. Good job by Brenda. She's taken down immediately. Umpire says go on. Danielson. He's going to run a free kick. They're going to say, I believe it was only the ball Chasing after it was Tucker. Out to the left side now. Good tackle. Maybe that was a little too good. No, that's going to be a free kick. So a free kick to the Americans. They lead 8-0 with about a little more than 8 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Again, 17.5-minute quarters. Taken by Brenda. Looks for Medio, who dropped it. Medio, not going to take the one nicely there by Akita. Kept the football. And then right down was Segura. It's 3-1. Sorry about that. That'll be a free kick. I believe again, that was a call on the track. I'll lose the high tackling to the few of those calls today. It's kicked straight up in the air. Who wants it? Everybody. Like Allie Real steps up. We'll check that. That is heavily up on that far side. Okay, that's Dominguez. Again, no time to turn. Looking for Maggio. Almost took it. But it goes to the ground. Snaps on the ball. And another ball coming. 8-0. 7 minutes to go. First quarter. Again, the USA. Rather, that's going to be a free kick. Set that one up high into the air. It is dropped here by Blake Brewer. Speed with it. USA threatening again. They got the handball off the back. Over to get it as well. Takewood again picks it up. High there for the tackle. Brower there as well. And there is a turnover, but that's going to be a free kick. Pushing the back of the ball. Very popular indeed. The U.S. played them twice back in 2011 and beat them both times, once in the fourth ball and once to finish in third place. Of course, as we mentioned, they missed out in 2014. And the free kick's been awarded to the USA. Howie Castanek. Right back Lindsay Castanek. Finds Premier straight to the ground. She's about to kick for goal, so she's going to hand the ball off. Shearer, rather as Clark goes inside. This ball has been Castanek. Has a strong down the middle. Throws out one to the line. It was marked right before the line. And a good job again by the fullback, Julia Pisa. Moved it sort of blowing in this direction from right to left on the TV screen. And it's marked out in the left pocket there by Lapine. Tight on by, he plays for Capone. Plays all the way up to the left side. It's dropped off the hands of Billy, which the Buggers out of bounds. 5.5 to go. Opening turn. USA, 1 goal, 2 behind. That's 8 points. No points for Poplar in the game. But the end of the board off. On the USA, ball comes back and play one more time. Ball goes to ground. I want to recognize our cameraman Marky, who's doing this for us. Marky, I'm going to zoom in a little bit if you can. It's the little company up there. There you go, mate. Thanks for our feedback. And we want to mention Peter Holden's name as well, because if it weren't for Peter Holden, we would have a live broadcast. So thanks to Peter Holden for GoFundMe.com for the equipment and for the good education as to how to use that equipment. The last kick inside is marked defensively by Natalie Wolf from the New York Lady Magpies. Wolf looks out on the right side. That one goes up into the air, tipped off the top. Ball goes to Brown, on the body, had it, wants it. And the next time on the communication is a free kick. And then there was an extra whistle there. It was in the last of the clock. Now, actually, here's Arizona. Now, he always going to pull up quickly. And there's a long line by the ball, put out in front of Brown, and won't shoot it. As well as 2 seconds left, top of the game. They go ball around to Real. It's knocked away nicely again. Here by Samantha. score T4. That one was smothered off the foot of Danielson. And here they come again. Taking over one was Bridget Dollar. And that one will bounce. That one will skip. And probably not getting the time to lose on the scoreboard. Took them 15 minutes, but they have their first point. It's back to an 8-point game. I'm going to be 1-1. USA 1 goal, 3 up the far side, and that one's going to go out of bounds, but I don't believe that was touched. So it'll be free kick to Bettina Savara. Number 1, those Kingdoms throw the back goal square. They must be coached by an opponent on the one end. So here we go again, and now Purple and Bikini gain the second seed. That one is tipped off the hands. When they're able to get it away, over to get it is Marco, who goes back into the middle, still into the hands off of Casillas and into English. It's a one-running, finger-breaking, bubbling kick, and the ball will tumble out of bounds in the outside wing position. We have just under 2 minutes to go, a minute and 50 seconds on in point clock. USA has had most of the territorial advantage throughout the first part of this half, on this quarter. One comes spinning back in the play. Ball goes to ground, picked up by Allen. They throw onto the right, ice will get it off by Whitney Castell. With a buck 20 to go, he's going to go back. Sends that one in, off the hand of Estrada, who stays with the football. Did they stay in? Yes, they did. But it's intercepted by Smollett, who goes down to the ground. She's going off the football. Ball is out of bounds one more time. Chloe Smollett here, number 7. She has 2 goal of the game so far. Welcome spinning back in the play again. Top down by Hallie Castell. There is Smollett. Swing it in as she was taken down. Play continues. Nice ball into the middle by Gamble. And less than a minute to go now. 40 seconds. They throw it onto the right. Smollett got a hand to it. Stays with the 40. She's going to attack her. I think she was expecting a call that wasn't called. And he made a play with it. And here's Miriam McGee with the free kick. There's that one onto the left. Ball goes to ground. Round to the ground was Flecker. And that's rolling the ball. Papua New Guinea's got to hurry here. They've got 15 seconds. Ball goes to ground and she's split there. Good Gower. Ball spills out. Ball is picked up by Brenner. Nice breakaway out. He throws out more than the road. Comes up to the near side. Getting in the chest back. That's Hallie. Her leaping back to Hallie. Siren goes. And the first 17 and a half minutes are in the books. And USA Freedom had to sway up play for the first, I would say, the first 15 minutes of that. We were only able to get 9 points. The score at the end of the first quarter for Boston College and Blue Waverly. It's the USA Freedom, 1 goal, 3 behind, 9 points. The Papua New Guinea Flames, 1 behind, 1 point only. We'll be back for the second quarter of this one when we come back. You're watching the 2017 AFL International Cup on USAFL.com.
Beautiful San Diego, home of the 2017 US AFL Nationals, including, for the first time, an Australian division. Imagine kicking off your end-of-season footy trip in this amazing US city, with your club playing in the biggest football tournament in the world.
Black Chrome Sportswear designs and manufactures custom sportswear with a focus on quality and reliability. We're Australian, we've got 10 years experience, and we've got a US base in Oklahoma. Who better to trust than an Aussie company for your AFL gear? Get your customised men's and ladies' AFL uniforms, outerwear and training gear from Black Chrome. Black Chrome's custom compression can enhance performance and recovery, reduce lactic acid and accelerate your warm-up. Black Chrome is trusted by a number of AFL leagues, including the US AFL, as their official supplier. Try out our Design Your Own tool and see Black Chrome's full range of sportswear at blackchromeusa.com. Join us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.
Back at Westlake College in Glen Waverly, Victoria, just in the eastern suburbs of Melbourne. I'm Brian Barris. Great to have you on here at quarter time for this game between the USA Freedom Women's Team and the Papua New Guinea Flames. The United States lead 9-1. I want to say hello to those watching back in the United States where it is about 9 o'clock in the east, 9 p.m. And say hello to those watching the Houston Lone Stars watching us here in Australia. There are a number of games going on, as we mentioned, around the International Cup, and we'll get you some scores hopefully at halftime. But right now, Ireland is playing the European Crusaders. That game is out on Ballarat at the St. Patrick's here. The Irish are playing a doubleheader up there. The men's team are playing France a little bit later on today after 12:30 start. That'll be going on aside with the men's game here in the U.S. The U.S., of course, playing South Africa a little bit later on after they defeated Canada by 20 points in the opening game. No goals scored so far, but I currently swing the Americans will be going from left to right on your TV or phone of watching choice as we are just about set and we are away as out of the rock comes Katzbanek again. We start the clock and there we go. The ball goes out of bounds on the half bar. So, my own producer today, so we'll do the best we can. But once again, I'm doing thank them again. Peter Holden from GirlsPlayFooty.com for supporting the equipment, getting us all set up here. Ball goes to ground, stands on the middle, and lead. That looks like a low tackle as the umpire passes the phone. So free kick from the whistle arm squad. That's a wounded duck, and she throws that one in. first on the reel. Umpire was okay with that. Play on. I need a big tackle later there. I believe that's Smolak, and they're going to give up the free kick. I believe that may have been in the bank as well. Not sure about that one, but they come up with a near side over the head of the ball. Again, looking for Bridget Gower. Who gets out to it. Here's Bowen now. Throws in a Shepherd for Real. Dribbles it into the middle for Missy Camp. Back and down. 13 Denver team from them. There is Glow number 25. Ryan Lynch gets on the field number 25. And the umpire has called a free kick. And the handball from the Carroll. Upward kick by Clark. And that one sails off. Sailing away up to the left and behind the stick for another point. 1 goal, 4 behinds. That's 10 points. Hopefully it gives you 1 point. 9 points the difference. Roy Bowers here with you. Glad to have you with us. Off the right side. From the kick in. Left his hands on a voice. And then Hughes over to two at the right side. Next fingertip not taken by Florentina Ray. Goes for the Benamona Cats. Here comes another fly into another nice deep here by Koku. And then up the sideline and out of bounds on the full. The check that's just out of bounds. Looks like the inside of the field play. Umpire would come in. Umpire sets himself for you. The sky keeps on turning. No number all day tomorrow. Will still be in Melbourne. It's controlled by Pamela Newgate. Handball into the middle. It's the ball. Savari's kicking to the post for 1-on-2. Great job. They tap it down. They go in after it. And it's going to be a free kick. A good job. A good try there by Warren Shelton. But she gives up the free kick from right in front. And going back to take it, the ball is Marie Belmonte. So Belmonte looking for her first major. From a 45-degree angle, full away, it's good for a goal. So Marie Belmonte kicks the first goal for Papua New Guinea. It's back to a 3-point game. Papua New Guinea, 1 goal, 1 behind. That's 7 points. We'll get the numbers there eventually. Oh, there it is. Wait, I got it. Oh, no. The ball will come back into the middle again. Look at there it is. Take a second. The ball will hold the front of the score here. This is the score man right in front of the commentary position. They go backwards to clock. He throws out the line on the right. And then they look around looking for big run here and again. Winning the raffle there was Conway Smolak. He sent in a couple of big bucks from 60 meters left. Going to send that one into the mixer. 1-on-1 there. First here by Hemingway. And as Kenny Hemingway come in and take it strongly. Hemingway played an exhibition game last year at the Sydney Cricket Ground. Played with the Sydney Storm, where she kicked 3 goals. This would be a big goal to extend the lead. The kick is on the way. It's tailing to the left, and it's through for another behind. So the USA in search of a compass for some other directional points. And they get it out of the middle here. There's Premier. Premier plays that one back into the middle where it's Clark. And going in front and chasing after it with Smolak. And again, it's going through. Hopefully he hit the post. Smolak trying her best with all the scores correct. 1 goal, 6 behind, that's 12. It's a 5-point lead, 1-1-7. 11 minutes, 15 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Looks for the kick out. Comes out to the near side. 12 for Ella. Stayed with the football. And then blowing in there was McHale. Simone McHale, who's played in all 3 international cups from the New York Lady Magpies. Their stalwarts. Really Castillo, so we haven't really talked too much because the ball hasn't been on that side of the field. Also, the New York Lady Magpies. And again, I thought Pirates sends that one into the air. Brady takes the sack. Has panic. Washington's head came through. Here's Lindsay. That's correct. that one into the middle. Holloway tries to dance away. Just got it off to the left. Well, the old fast committee line, they were trying to be kicking themselves, but they would probably miss. 1-7-13. On the far side, ball's marked. Top one is trying to get the ball forward. Up on that far wing position. High up into the air. Marked in defense by Coach Kicker. From the Minnesota 3-0. Wonderful game against Sacramento with the Western Regionals in USFL last year. But that kept Metro magnificent as Malone. Allison Lewis takes the mark. He looks around and ping-pongs around. Lindsay comes down to Lewis with a tackle there. That would have been a dangerous tackle, but I'm okay with that. Umpire will throw it away at center field. 9.5 minutes to go. And 17.5-minute quarter. And there must be a winner. As we found out with Canada and Fiji. And now it is Mark. Nice Mark taken around the knees by Segura. And then it's turned over and back the other way they come. Taking it again with the lowest number 6. Ball still 3 on the tackle. Ball slender. Off the hands of Armstrong. Tucker is there. Leaves it for Armstrong. Goes backwards to Shelton. He throws that one over the left. Up in the air. One more time. That's one by Heavenly. Candy's going to go. But not the greatest of kicks. The one burning finger breaking window kick. That one goes through. Picked up by Conklin again. And one goes to Ron again. Over to get it is nothing against Lindsay Castanek. That will be kicking in danger as Castanek had her head over the football. I believe that might be going to Emily Real. And a 15 or 25-minute penalty has been awarded. Knocking the ball back. So Emily Real, and she's not the tallest player, she's not the strongest, but she kicked the goal, and she hits the ball with some power, very slow, kick is on the line, and it is dead center perfect. Emily Real has extended the Americans' lead. It is 2-7-19 is the score. And 1-7. Trying to trust the school bus. There we go, 19-7. We're sorry for how I'm going to talk about difficulties here, but that is the score. It's 19-7. And the ball had to be a free kick or what it looked like. Didn't see what the call was initially, but free kick to Papua New Guinea will be in a back right half flank. And that one underway. And we almost have to catch that one in self-defense. And in fact, she's hit that one out on the floor. Well, another turnover by Papua New Guinea. We're getting a little bit more of the ball. You're getting a little bit more push forward. The USA not terribly efficient with their forward chances. And you know that Lee Mark will be talking to them at halftime about it. Left for the football, down to the middle of the ground. Picked up by Papua New Guinea. Shelton takes the Marshall play and throws that one over the right. Ball hangs into the air. 2-on-1 contest. Kick at the top. Over again. It's like the Castanek. Comes to the two-away alley. Ball goes to the ground. And we have a free kick. We're going to tackle without the football. She's told to go back to Sam Castanek. That ball's into the middle for Katie Clark. Throws that one onto the right. Up to Yellow Jumper Ferris. Spills her up over to get it. List her time. She'll play it out. She has some room on the left, but it's picked off. Robin Leslie is in there. Looks like he took somebody down without the football. That's what the foul's going to be. It's Robin Leslie. Took down her player there without the footing behind the play. He just can't have an outfield. So here's number 13. More Papua New Guinea. Up to the near side. Double. Almost taken there by underway. High in the air again. Matthias just got a fingertip to it. Oh, good head fly boy slab. And a high tackle has been paid. And what are going to push it and shove it? Alec Kenstack now the separator's side. And Corey Small to kick the first goal of the game. We'll go back, as we mentioned, a former pro soccer goalkeeper. So here is the kick. It will come from about 55 meters out. The distance shouldn't be an issue. It's going to be close. Dropped in the goal square. By Haddock. Kicks that goal. It was touched. It was touched on the line. As Brown was there and so was Real. But in the end, it's just a ladder score. The 8th of the game for the Freedom. That takes them on to 2 goals, 8 behind, 20 points. Come out now into the center of the ground. First guy pick up this kicker through that one left to the right. And the fingertip to the Gita. Gets through, now picked up the over the latest in the way, and that one might come back. In fact, it will. I didn't see the signal, but that will be a free kick for Tim Holloway. For Tim Holloway, this will be about a 2-angle. I've seen him kick goals from 4 angles than this. The wind is blowing from left to right from her vantage point. The kick is on the way. Wait a minute. Well, that's not going to count. And, in fact, it was a fraction off the play, so that will be a free kick. So up the far side, goes Clark, taking Cat Pointstall, playing the blade. Levi will continue play up that far corridor. Got them by the Flames. Good pass by Donnelly Wolf, but it's going to be a free kick and over the low tackle. And wants a free kick for the Flames. It's fair. 20-7 with just under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. And the ball is gone and been marked. And they say kicker was in there to force the play over and out of bounds from that far side. The top winning game, applying the pressure, turning the screws a little bit here. We want to get another goal before halftime with Jonathan Gilla and his charges as Casillas is taken down. That was a guy that could have been a borderline high tackle, but in fact it's gone over and out again. One thing that you want to say, freedom here, you got to lock it in. Dave Clark is working. Ricky Flora, we haven't really called yet. She's directing traffic. Playing defensive role. Ball goes to Grion. Scuttled backwards looking for Levi. That's a free kick. 2 o'clock on the game. So she'll go back. Sees for the students there from Wesley College. Nice interception. Wasn't paid. No, ball out of bounds. And kicker couldn't hang on to it. Just got her balls to it, but couldn't bring it in. 90 seconds, just under 90 seconds to go. Ball comes back in the play. Out of the reach of pass out, here's a chance. Taken down by Devin English. It's going to go. Great tackle by Devin English. The San Francisco Iron movement. And she'll around, directing traffic. Coming up 1 minute to go. Everyone's swinging around. She's got up the sideline if she wants it, but it's a little too close and out on the ball. Wind may have taken out as that one is shifted around a little bit. The wind is actually blowing to left of your screen here. Straight out in the middle. There is McHale pushing her opponent. Like a bit of a surfboard, that could have been a throw. It wasn't. Oh, just through McHale. They stuck to the inside there. Just Levi. Levi is got to Owen in towards goal. It's going to be close. It's going to be on the floor. Well, that was a good chance. It looked pretty good. It was like one of my Aunt Becky's cookies. Looked good coming out of the oven, but broke over to chances. Emily O'Reilly took the goal for the USA. And I forgot to mark down who took the goal for Papua New Guinea, but in any event, it's a 13-point difference. Halftime here at Wesley College. We'll step aside for a little bit. We'll be back. We'll take around the grounds and tell you what's going on with all the scores from the AFL International Cup Round 2. You're watching the AFL International Cup 2017 from breakaway here on USAFL.com.
Beautiful San Diego, home of the 2017 US AFL Nationals, including, for the first time, an Australian division. Imagine kicking off your end-of-season footy trip in this amazing US city, with your club playing in the biggest football tournament in the world.
Black Chrome Sportswear designs and manufactures custom sportswear with a focus on quality and reliability. We're Australian, we've got 10 years experience, and we've got a US base in Oklahoma. Who better to trust than an Aussie company for your AFL gear? Get your customized men's and ladies' AFL uniforms, outerwear and training gear from Black Chrome. Black Chrome's custom compression can enhance performance and recovery, reduce lactic acid, and accelerate your warm-up. Black Chrome is trusted by a number of AFL leagues, including the USAFL, as their official supplier. Try out our Design Your Own tool and see Black Chrome's full range of sportswear at blackchromeusa.com. Join us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Back here at Wesley College, and Glenn Weaver in Victoria, Australia, our halftime tour is the USA Freedom 20, the Papua New Guinea Flames 7. This is round 2 of 2017 AFL International Cup. Brian Barrett here with you, and again, hope you're enjoying watching the footy back in the States, as we have, this is the first of 2 games today, and of course, this is the school round, the first time that they've done that in the 6 years, or the 6 editions of this tournament. We have a number of games going on around the ground, so let's take a look real quickly. We don't have any scores just yet, but just to make you aware of the scores, the other games we mention in this Pool B is Ireland and European Crusaders. That game is being played out of Colorado State Conference. One of two games that Ireland is playing today. Of course, the two games in the other group, Fiji and Great Britain. Team that won in Great Britain, the team that almost won in Fiji. That game will begin at 11:45, so about 15 minutes from now. That's the Peninsula Grammar out of Mount Eliza, and going on right now at St. Francis Xavier up in Officer is Canada and Pakistan. Canada will find themselves to be very lucky to have gotten away with a win, 16-15 over Fiji. They could not kick one into the ocean while standing in that first game. Quickly, the men's Division 1 coming up a little bit later on today, right here in South Africa and the United States. The USA 1-0 against 0-1 South Africa. Other games going on around the grounds. All these games start at 12:30 at Settle Ballarat, the Marty Bush Recreational Reserve. Will be 0-1 Papua New Guinea and 0-1 Nauru. You also play Papua New Guinea a little bit later on. The men will, of course, that game will be Saturday, Friday night U.S. time, but Saturday here in Australia. That game will be at Montrose. The other game at St. Patrick's will be 1-0 Ireland and 0-1 France. That'll be again at St. Patrick's in Ballarat. The USA playing France for Tuesday at World Park. 1-0 New Zealand, 1-0 Fiji. That'll be at Linen House in Seaford at 12:30 as well. At St. Francis Xavier. We turn the camera back on. Yeah, we don't have anybody behind the camera at the moment, so we'll switch back in just a moment, but we'll get this scores in. As we're mentioning, the other game at St. Francis Xavier, 0-1 Canada and 1-0 Great Britain. And of course, there's the men's Division 2, some of the newer teams from the development side. We've got 4 games going on at 11:45, Croatia and Indonesia. Croatia at 0-1, 1-0 Indonesia. That is over in Pool A. The other two teams in play, 1-0 China and 0-1 Sri Lanka. That'll be at Menjo Grammar in Peterborough. And then over in Pool B, it'll be 0-1 India and 1-0 Germany. That'll be the other game at Peterborough at 2:30 at Menjo Grammar. And then the game going on right now up in Sevastopol at the Marty Bush Reserve will be Pakistan with 0-1 against 1-0 Japan. Japan will be very, very good so far at their opening game of this season. We're going to step aside one more time. We'll have another commercial break, and we'll be back for the second half of the USA Freedom and the Papua New Guinea Claimants here in the Women's Division. You're watching it on USAFL.com.
Beautiful San Diego, home of the 2017 US AFL Nationals, including, for the first time, an Australian division. Imagine kicking off your end-of-season footy trip in this amazing US city, with your club playing in the biggest football tournament in the world.
Chrome Sportswear designs and manufactures custom sportswear with a focus on quality and reliability. We're Australian, we've got 10 years experience, and we've got a US base in Oklahoma. Who better to trust than an Aussie company for your AFL gear. Get your
back here at Glen Beverly for the second half of USA Freedom, and the Breakaway Game claims the USA Freedom lead. 2 goals, 8 behind, 20 points to 1 goal, 1 behind, 7 for Papua New Guinea. One fire holding the ball in game set. Liberty will be kicking to the left of screen once again, just as they did in the first quarter. A little bit of a breeze, probably about a 2-goal breeze moving from right to left on your TV. The siren goes, and we are running here in the second quarter. Ball goes high into the air. Ball goes to ground. Here comes the Americans pushing forward. And that was tied up in the goal square. Armstrong couldn't get to it. It spills away. Clown is thrown to the ground. Not free. And then that one is taken down as well. That one goes up high. And then we do a free kick being awarded. Looks like it was a slate tackle. And down at first, number 12, Medina, we're into Medina. And I'd say that was a swing tackle only because of the motion, and she has not gotten up. And now the trainers will come out. So we have the whistle, and I don't know if they played here. They're going to keep playing around her. That's interesting. But in any event, here's Devin English to come to ball. English throws out a little to the right, was high into the air, and there's nice nasty catch in there by Medina. Here is Medina, who's had a few touches of the football today for the Flames. Out to the near side, he drops it from the front and it skips away. Jump off the football, and here comes Katie Clown, and the whistle on Katie just sort of like, what? And we'll have a free kick off to go to Allison Wonder. The ball is on the mark for the Flames. That one's thrown high into the air, going through contest, flying in with Brown to get the football. There he is, he's going to keep that move back to it, and then picked up and bring that one onto the lane. A pretty good kick. That one will go, bounces away, and then comes Velocity, who was the one that kicked the goal, Marine Velocity, and it skips away. Moves that one over the right foot, but Allison Gower just losing her footing there was clapping around Bridget Gower. They still have that player going, and they're playing around her. So Papua New Guinea is playing with 17 players still. And you Americans back home are probably watching and thinking, what the heck is going on? But, yeah, down the tunnel across the stretcher. Thank you, Josh. Josh on the camera. And I'm honestly surprised that they let the play go on for that long, and the clock has stopped. And we will stop it here on the broadcast as well. The clock is stopped with on the clock here at the ground. It's 15 minutes, 23 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And it's actually a little bit, we let it run a little bit more here, so it looks like the stretcher has been called. So our next telecast, by the way, as we mentioned, all the games that were going on, the women are back in action. The freedom will be at Melbourne University. That is a 12 o'clock start. Of course, the USA Liberty, who we saw play last night, as the lead Templestowe. And won their first ever game, winning by 19-5 with the final. They'll be back in action out here at Monash University on Friday night. That's a 5:30 start time, 5:30 p.m. And also trying to see who that is down there. But in any event, the men will be playing at Montrose. That'll be a 12 o'clock start. We're playing sandwiches in 4 games at the Montrose Recreation Reserve. And if you want to check out the broadcast schedule, or if you're here in Australia and you want to check out the schedule, or then the U.S. is playing, you want to see what's going on back home in the USAFL, you can do so on our website, USAFL.com. And if you're on social media, let's face it, it's on Facebook at Facebook.com/USAFL. We're on Twitter at USAFL 1997. And they're on taking the on. Very slowly and gingerly. I still cannot see who that was, but that was a very dangerous tackle. We're actually going to let the phone run. They actually have taken that away. And here she comes. It's actually actually one of the keys we represent for the Liberty getting hurt the other night. That's the first serious injury I've seen. Not to say that I haven't been able to see those injuries. But in any event, this is a free kick. And it will come to Prudence St-Julian. He's actually going to get hard. He's actually going to come in right under us. I'm not going to be able to see it around the line. In any event, St-Julian the head start, number 25. This would be a very handy goal if they could get something out of this. The kick is all the way, tails off to the left, almost marked by Lindsay Castell. More goes to Brown, and then out of the gap, they clear it to the freedom up the far side. Just cleared in the field of play, and the ball goes out. That'll be a bad throw on that far side. USA 2 goals, 8 behind, 20 points. They've been very wasteful so far, one would think. But they are getting more chances than they were yesterday. And this may fly against Papua New Guinea, puts them still plenty of time. They can let fly against the European Crusaders if they play them on Sunday. But they make it to the semi-finals against a team like Canada. That's going to be pretty tough. And another player down for Papua New Guinea. Getting us really there was the vibe. I'm curious as to, I think it doesn't get totally cold up there, but I'm curious as to how they're coping with, it's not even so much that it's cold, it is also windy. So the vibe will turn around to the right foot, one-on-one contest, knocked to ground by Stilton, and the ball will dribble itself over the boundary line. Well, guys, here with you, Wesley Collins, the World Beverly campus. Glad to have you with us again back in the United States, or wherever they're watching us around Australia. Special hello to all my friends on Reddit who apparently like me for some reason. Ball comes back into play. Ball goes to the ground. Picked up by English. Got it off as she was tackled. Went all about 3 meters. And another plane is hurt. And I think that's Bandy, number 28. Samantha Bandy. Who plays for Trembling actually here. There's a few of some of these teams that actually play here in the state, here in Australia. As you mentioned Miriam McKenna, she played up in Townsville, actually. And Virginia Kiwa plays for some kids in Canada. Lindsay Castell tapped it down to McKenna, who's throwing crack. He throws it on the right foot, that'll scrape some crowds. And there is the aforementioned Miriam McKenna, just kept
in real. Found Lindsay Castanek, finds Hallie Castanek, good handballs here. Bremner puts that out on a string. Estrada chases it down, able to try and get away from Kutan. Ball stays in just barely as Brower is brought to ground. No prior opportunity. Ball is locked in. Now it comes out to Real. She drags it in. Umpire stays it. There is Estrada, but a good job by Papua New Guinea to clear their lines, and they do so through Alfonso Bailly as she gets it up the far side, but here they come right back at them. That is Hemingway, puts it into the mixer. Brower couldn't get it. Ball goes to ground as they find Real. Real with a centering ball. It was deflected. It comes to McHale, throws that one on. Boy, that was an ugly kick, but it's marked by Hemingway. Dead in front. Well, Siobhan McHale will not get much in terms of style points, but the only points that matter are the ones that go through the goalposts. Here is Hemingway. Oh, and she's missed. Well, I would have bet at least something that she would have made that. And another opportunity to possibly, even the way we're going, put the game away has gone begging. 2-9-21 for the USA Freedom. 1-1-7 for the Flames. As goes out to the far side. Now, did that stay in play? Yes, it did. And towing the line just barely there and taking the mark was Malabag. And that one has gone out on the full. So Papua New Guinea leading dangerously a little bit. And this is what we saw in the first quarter, was the USA taking advantage of the wind. And they had, Papua New Guinea came out pretty smartly to start. But it's been all freedom as that one goes in the air. 2-on-2 contest. Smolak couldn't take it, went to ground. Brower was very careful. And then we have, from behind, it looks like it's going to be a ball up as the umpire crosses his arms like the Monsignor. Ball goes into the air. There is Smolak tapped down out of the hands of Kutan. And umpire again has picked something out. He's picked out a free kick to Carly Smolak, who kicked the first goal of the game, one of only two. I'll tell you what, they're going to need one here. Smolak can make these. This is at about a 60-degree angle. When she kicks the ball, she'll be at about 20 meters out. Smolak. The kick is on the way. That's a centering ball. And is that in the back? No, it's tackling without the football. It's pushing the back. And it's Katrina Scherer who wins the kick. Pushing the back. So here is Katrina Scherer. They call her Sonic because of her blue hair. Oh, and she's pretty fast. The one-handed drop, it's on the way. It is dead center perfect. Buckeye power has given the USA Freedom a bigger lead. 3-9-27. It's a 20-point lead, 1-1-7 for Papua New Guinea. And Katrina Scherer, who played her first full season last year, in my opinion, and I'm the guy who covers the league after all, she was Rookie of the Year, the best first-year player out of the Columbus Jillaroo. She's the first Jillaroo to represent the USA at the freedom level. There's been a number that have come through the Liberty. There was a couple here in Stephanie Snyder, as well as Lauren Balsley and Amy Berniarski. Stephanie McKittrick has done it in years past, as has Cujo. But here is the USA. Here is Hemingway. Found Real. Real with a wide open goal square. Yes, sir! Emily Real has kicked another one. And the USA Freedom are up and about. 4-9-33. It's now a 26-point lead, 1-1-7 for Papua New Guinea. So Shearer has kicked one. Real has kicked one. Actually, I believe Real has kicked two. And of course, my pen has stopped working. As the ball goes back into the middle. Katrina Scherer picking up her first international goal. She was a team handball player. And her sister, Katie Ann, has gotten into it. And a nice mark taken by Rosemary Clove from the Sacramento Suns, native of San Diego. She was a rower at Sacramento State University as she goes up the corridor. Off the hands of Smolak, ball goes to ground, and then falling, and I believe that might even be pushing the back on Lindsay Kastanek, just sort of fell down, and her hands were not where they were supposed to be. Here is Vanessa Pisep, the sister of Fila, who's gotten a lot of touches out of the back line today. She goes in short. That's going to be picked off by McHale. She and her whole Navy takes the mark straight in the left wing of the goal square, heading offensively into the middle, almost marked by Maggie Young, gets away from her defender, throws that one onto the right. Here is Oa with some room to maneuver, throws that one on, chasing it down. There is Leone. Leone almost got to it, squirts free, and there again is Pisep, Filia Pisep, who will get rid of it. Nice job to keep it in front of her there by Levi. Goes up the left side, and a little bit too overcooked with the kick. The ball has gone out of bounds. Just past the midway point of this third quarter. 7 minutes to go. USA lead 4 goals, 9-33 to Papua New Guinea, 1-1-7. And the USA, with the agency of a 3-goal win, trying to put as many coins in the bank and try and save that up to cash it in for a fourth quarter win. Here is Smolak. Smolak into the middle of the ground, and it's marked by Scherer. Katrina Scherer, tell you what, she's a tall drink of water, and she got good position there, and she has good hands. So here is Scherer, that one-handed drop. It's going to be short into the popcorn machine. Almost marked. Play on, says the umpire, as Oa dropped it. They work it out to Real. Real throws that one onto the left. And it was touched. No, it was touched. Just unlucky as someone got a cuticle to it. And it's the 10th behind of the game for the USA Freedom. 4:10:34. Boy, that's an ugly score line, but if it gets them over the line, that's all that matters. Taps the ball into play. Oh, that was not the greatest of kicks, but thankfully there. That wasn't 15. She's told to play on. Oh, great speed there by Alois to get it free. That was a broken play, but it's going to come right back at him through Quat. Splits the defenders, runs to 35, and it's off to the side. For another behind. Boy, Quat, she jumped on that like me on a cherry donut. And they have them here, and boy, are they delicious. That takes them on to 4:11:35 to 1:17. Out to the left side now, and it's almost marked. Kept in play there by the 13, who I don't have listed here in the record. And that one is marked over by Alfonso Bai. She plays for the Girahu Magpies back home. And that one is intercepted. That one is speared in by Kastanek. Just couldn't handle the off break. There was Estrada. Nice job, and they kept it to herself there. Threw that one on was Metakasava. Back into the middle of the ground. Throw that one straight up in the air. Who wants it? Everybody. Who's got it? Nobody. Ball goes to the ground. Throw that one onto the right. It is juggled, almost marked by Klo. Papua New Guinea keeps it through Vanessa Pisep. Down the middle they go. This is their first opportunity across the wind, but they kicked that one into the cow paddock where English was over to get it. Put that one out ahead of Maguione. Maguione's going to get a nice shepherd there from Real. She finds Oa, who's thrown to the ground without the football. Umpire was okay with that. And throwing her hands in the air was, or that might have even been Kastanek, Lindsay Kastanek. As we come up with 4 minutes to go, just under 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Brian Barish with you. This is a must-win game for the U.S. They've built a pretty good padding here to try and hold off Papua New Guinea against the wind in the fourth quarter. Throws that one on to the right. Ball goes up high into the air. One-on-one contest. That one skips away, and the ball goes out of bounds. Ball out of bounds now. Be a boundary throw in up on that far side. About 45 meters around from the Papua New Guinea target. They've had their backs against the wall this entire third quarter. And that one is squirted out, one-handed by Shelton, who just got a paw to it. The ball goes out of bounds. While we have a moment, we want to thank everyone here at Wesley College for hosting us, both the men and the women. We have 3:05 to go here in the third quarter. This is an absolutely beautiful campus here in Melbourne's East, and wonderful, friendly people, and a couple that didn't even know that this was going on. So we actually see some of the students walking around a little bit, taking in some of the action. Of course, they have USA and South Africa coming up a little bit later on. Shelton out of the back, throws that one on to the right. It's a 1-on-2, and that one was tipped in the air, almost marked by Bai. And the USA have it as Oa goes in after it alongside Paige Kicker. And then a little bit of a bootleg as McHale was thrown to the ground, and that'll be holding the ball on a free kick as McHale couldn't get rid of it in time. Or check that. No, that's a free kick to McHale. I didn't see what the signal was. And actually, the umpire had pointed to the left off the free kick. And it is almost marked by Brett Brower. Handballs it in. Punched free by Maguione. That'll sit up nicely for Hallie Kastanek. Digs it out nicely. That one was smothered. The ball will stay in bounds, but just barely. Umpire keeping vigil, and now finally it shows itself out the back doors. The wind's starting to pick up. It's starting to get a little bit colder here in Glen Waverly. The women will play, as we mentioned. They'll have the final group game against the European Crusaders. That game will be Sunday. That'll be a 10 p.m. Eastern start on Saturday night. Back in the States. Here is Hemingway. She'll bootleg around. She just gets her left foot to it. And it's Estrada. She'll play on. I don't know why. Handball up over the top for Kastanek, who kicks. It's touched. I think Estrada thought she had more room than she actually did. But in fact, it's gone through as that one was touched off the foot. And I think if you're Jess Estrada, you sort of have to go back and take that 12th behind of the game. My goodness. Well, I I wouldn't want to trust them drawing with a straight line. They kick that one out to the left side. That's going to be almost intercepted by Real. 4-12-36. It's a 29-point advantage over Papua New Guinea. And the ball will go out of bounds. Or, sorry, the ball will go back up in the air for a ball up. There is Lindsay Kastanek. Chasing after it is Real. Just kept in play. And the ball is held up, and a ball up will occur about 30 meters around from the target. Ryan Barish with you here in the waning seconds here as we have what looks to be 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. The USA have surged out to a nice lead, but they'll be against the wind here in the fourth quarter. And that one, and it looks like it's a free kick, and that'll go the way of Papua New Guinea. And, oh no, they switched it. Originally it was Papua New Guinea, and they switched that one away. Here is Melissa Armstrong. Throws that one onto the right. One last chance out of the hands of Real. Ball goes out of bounds. Remember, there is no time on, and that'll be it. Three-quarter time here at Wesley College in Glen Waverly. The USA got a couple of goals there. They got one through Real, and they got another one through Katrina Scherer. Real now has two majors on the day. It's up to a 29-point lead. Your score three-quarter time. It's the USA Freedom. 4 goals, 12 behinds, 36. Papua New Guinea Flames 1-1-7. We'll step aside one final time for the at the end of the third quarter. We'll be back for the fourth. You're watching the 2017 AFL International Cup here on USAFL.com.
Beautiful San Diego, home of the 2017 US AFL Nationals, including, for the first time, an Australian division. Imagine kicking off your end-of-season footy trip in this amazing US city, with your club playing in the biggest football tournament in the world.
Black Chrome Sportswear designs and manufactures custom sportswear with a focus on quality and reliability. We're Australian, we've got 10 years experience, and we've got a US base in Oklahoma. Who better to trust than an Aussie company for your AFL gear? Get your customized men's and ladies' AFL uniforms, outerwear and training gear from Black Chrome. Black Chrome's custom compression can enhance performance and recovery, reduce lactic acid, and accelerate your warm-up. Black Chrome is trusted by a number of AFL leagues, including the USAFL, as their official supplier. Try out our Design Your Own tool and see Black Chrome's full range of sportswear at blackchromeusa.com. Join us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Back here at Wesley College here at Glen Waverly. It's the 2017 AFL International Cup. It's the 2017 AFL International Cup as the USA Freedom take on the Papua New Guinea Flames. It's 4-12-36 to the USA. Papua New Guinea are 1-1-7 here with 17 and a half minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Here we go, fourth quarter. This one is the USA 20 minutes away, and just did a little bit of scoreboard checking out and where we're at. The Irish Crusaders, or the Ireland Banshees, are up 24-0 at halftime over the European Crusaders. So I dare say this has become a must-win game for the USA if they want to have any chance of advancing into the semifinals. So fourth quarter is underway. West Orange Storm took a mark. Hill further on to the right. That is marked nicely by the number 11 there by Billy. And so what can Papua New Guinea do with the win here? They've shown some flashes on offense, so at least to be able to put it up into the fourth quarter. We have 40-meter marks here, and that one is marked defensively by Mustafa Taylor. Goes into the power, takes the mark. Rick Brower from Zeeland, Michigan, in the western part of the Lower Peninsula. Actually. So here is Brower. A goal would be very helpful. The kick is on the line. It is, did it make it? Yes, it did. Rick Brower gets her first in the tournament. And that is a very, very big goal. And I'll tell you what, that'll be very difficult for Papua New Guinea to come back to it. 5-12-32 to the USA. 1-1-7 for Papua New Guinea. And Brett Brower, who has really been undergoing a little bit of a conversion, which he used to play in the Valley for San Francisco USA Rock. She actually can play a little bit of everywhere, and she's playing on the forward line today, got a few touches on the ball. Nice move made by Pelasi, who was the only for Papua New Guinea's able for another one. One-on-one contact. Wolfgang going up to the function. She got away from two tacklers. I don't know what that was, but it wasn't terribly effective. As they near it, Kickler, who goes in on her defender, picks up there by Savona for the Flames. And then the ball is on the ground. A little bit of pushing and shoving everyone down mushroom farming. At least two mushroom farmers are down there. And we will have that ball up. Stay tuned after this one. We've got the USA and South Africa men's competition. It looks like the clock didn't start, so we'll keep you abreast of the time. As that one goes forward, there's a chance for yes, sir! Great goal there by picking up by Fatima Sevilla. And Papua New Guinea needed that one about as desperate as I could go for a battle warrior, but he didn't have that. It's a goal on Papua New Guinea. They got a 2-1-14. It's back to 29 points. That's a great answer. Well, my old teammate, Ryan Connell, back to Philadelphia Hawks. Whenever we were down by a big margin, he would say, get the first one, we'll get the next one. Well, they got the first one, now they're going to get the next one. Here is Jalen. Had the two, lost it, ball goes to the ground. He puts it after, as Mandiel was in there. I check that out was Drea Casillas, who is the Secretary of Defense. 13th season in the AFL, as Anita was put up by Liz Danielson, who was in there. Liz is very strong. She's almost like a linebacker. Big grab by Holly Cassidy. And that one goes forward. And that one is dribbled down, and we will have a free kick out of all that. That'll be a ball up. Just to the left of the squad, Castillo. from California, who's now studying in Butte, Montana. Just started. Throws that one out to the right. After she was going to try and start a pretty quick in Montana, she said, maybe. 4 hands on the footy. Who's going to get there? Nobody. The umpire crosses himself and says, let's have a go on. So here in the USA Revolution, starting to get pumped up over on that far side. I imagine the probably doing some singing as well as Tyler got claimed. And get ready for here is Jeff Stack. Smash with the ground covered on that one. Doubles the ground. Picked up McHale was in there and now they have a little wrestling match going down and 4 fingers about 10 players. It is cold. It is really cold here. I was saying that it felt like Philly in March last night. It feels like Philly in January now. Of course, as I say, Minnesota, this is pretty balmy. Charlie Nelson, who's like guessing a place for the Liberties walking around there somewhere. Want to get a weather report from him because I'll tell you what, it's probably about 40 degrees here in the state. The sun, we're on the main building here, at least at the cafe building here. And the athletic building, and that's the shadows are moving away from us. Out on the field, meanwhile, looking at getting, trying to get something going. Joseph Mark taken by down and they won't. Cleveland, Ohio native, Battle Wolf goes back and throws that one off to the left side. 2 top-footed elite players there, a little bit of friendly fire. They're picked up by Cabo Revai. Trying to get a bit of the football. Throws that one up high into the middle. One on one, nice, courageous work by Tim English. Devil threw her shoulder to that one. Out to the right side. Not for anyone in particular, however. Here is what he can't stop. Up on the knee, keeps it sliding in quickly, dangerously with Emily Riddle. And the umpire crosses himself like the black finger of the first church of Australia who's football will have the ball up. Ryan Bowers with you here. 4th quarter of play. 11 minutes and 12 seconds to go on the scoreboard. We don't have it on the scoreboard because I thought it started and it didn't. But in any event, out the right side, it is almost taken there by St. Drewen. And that time her up. St. Drewen's been pretty good today. Got a couple of touches. Ray Casillas was in there. Ball goes to the heavens. There is Wolf. Both cops are going. Oh, Perry, that ball back here. And slowly got off finally was Levi. All stays there on that far side. Throws that one over the right up high. One-on-one contest. Both on the left hand to it. And I think that was taken out. The other one was carried out there. We mentioned the height a little bit. As we mentioned, I think every of the 5 Division 1 side, I think every ruck is here. Or at least in all the backup rucks. Natalie Wolf, who's the backup, as well as Kendra Lloyd for the Yankees and all. Rosie Clark, who's been moving into a defensive role for Sacramento. And I'll tell you what, she's not here on the basis. We're talking about Rosie Clark. She's not here on the basis of her rucking ability. But we saw her out in Denver for the Western Regional. And she played really well at fullback. And she did a pretty good job today. Not playing as much of the football, but doing a lot of football. And speaking of which, the USA did have 5 good jumpers there. Who's going to win there? Here's the middle. Crowd was there with support. And the ball goes out of bounds off the hands of Trent Hedrick. As we mentioned, Hedrick had kicked 3 of the 6 goals. The Franklin Giddy, who kicked the 6 goals, 1955, and a shutout of the European Crusaders. That ball came in straight as an arrow, close to ground. That ball hit Franklin Giddy, and it's Lindsay Castell. The ball went straight up into the air. That ball, I don't even think that was 10 meters, but I'm not going to argue with that. That's Evan English. He puts the market for one of goals. Goes out and out onto the right. A little bit of a wispy curl. That almost sounded like a jammed finger. Kendra will get chased. Take up the handball into the 13. Who throws out one on the left. That was deflected on the way. Casillas maybe not because they're going to play the ball because Casillas takes the ball falling backwards. Ray Casillas, the original member of the USAFL women's competition, first with the Arizona Hawks. Played since 2008 with the Magpies. Again, with a 6-foot velocity from the football. I mean, here you come. That one is along the ground, but just to the left of the line. The rest will be okay with that. We'll be okay with them giving away that chance. But it's 2-2-14. It's back to 28 points now. Out to the left side. Mark. Right on the center. Throw that one out to the right. Tails away. Over to go to the sideline. Gets away from one defender. Pulls that one off into the left side. And that will fumble and move its way out of bounds. Looking at the scoreboard. 8 minutes to go. Here in the fourth and final quarter. USA in the 28-point lead. They're able to hang on. They will keep their second ball once alive. And then first they'll have Sunday afternoon at Melbourne Indian against the European Crusaders. And then they'll come back with Monday's rest to play Tuesday. Either the major semifinal or the consolation semifinal, depending on where it is. Top 2 teams in each of the pools. And of course, the other teams in the pool, Ireland and the U.S. have only lost to the European Crusaders. Ireland last week checked with a 24-0 at halftime of the Crusaders, who have one USA member in the king of the Boston Lady Venus. Ball go out of bounds and hand looking for Castanet. Billy Castanet, captain of this team. Vice captains, by the way, are Emily Real and Kate Clay. Walker's back in the play, keeping the aforementioned this crowd. And the umpire is kicked out. Ball goes into the air, sent to the heavens, that sends it back to the ground. There is a winner. Out the back, the kicker. Nice job, and she says, let's change the steer from that side. Small came flying in like a bat in the head. And that's going to be a free kick for Chloe Small. Small to the goal line, throws on out to the right side. Right in front of Bill White, diving after it. They've got 4 jumpers there for the Flames. There's the one. Good job by Barassi. Here's Maureen Barassi. Throws that one out to the right. One takes that one into the middle of the ground. Everyone goes up. One goes down. Staying with it is Vanessa Gieson. But out it comes. And only about as far as a miss. The Lions couldn't get the football. And then she goes up and tackles Castanet. Holly Castanet. She's thrown to the ground. Ball squirts out one more time. Here they come again on Lewis. And it'll be a free kick. High contact is the call. Tell everybody to smell like the cockroaches in the kitchen. And here's the throw. Here's the kick. It's up on the way. One-on-one. Just up by everyone. Wolf was there. Oh, that was a great kick. And that did find the field of play. I think it just hit the line and bounced out of bounds. It'll be a boundary thrown in. And it will come about 30 meters away from the top one into the target. The USA are holding steady down on that back line. Another fairly linear throw-in, and Castanet couldn't get to it, but there was Armstrong to rumble through. It's out in front for Brenner to run on to, which eventually she does, further off the ground in danger by Armstrong, and I think she may have put the player there with 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. And just a note to those of you who are sticking around and who are waiting for the USA Revolution and the South Africa Lions coming up, you might see a little interruption in our coverage, but keep it right here to the screen. That's where we'll be. We'll be right here. We'll just try to run the ad out a couple of times, and we'll also keep you up to date as far as the schools going on around this round 2 of the AFL International Cup for 2017. Kept in both Buffalo and Vinny. Speared out into the middle. Bobbles back flat. Bobbles by Becker. There it is in front. It's being it up with Sid Dreeland. She was right there. And then that one turned up on the left as you can hear the South Africans starting to sing. That's actually the Americans as well coming out from underneath of us. The Americans were standing in their white crush papers. The Revolution, as we see there on camera, they're just getting set. So this will be a free kick. There's the kick. It's straight out into the middle of the ground. One-on-one contest. Kicker avoids the ground. Holly Castanet was there. Show off the football. Just getting to it with Baby. Now that one is moving towards that one is on par. And that one is going out. That was in fact right on the floor. As the umpire pretends he's a play, not an umpire. There'll be a free kick out of the back. And it will go to Lola Casillas. Throws that one up on the left side. Nicely. Kylie High. Kylie's been one of their best on the ground, and she did that. She did did that. We're going strong like a tank. We got one into the popcorn machine. Ball goes to ground. Sharon couldn't get to it. That could have been ticking danger. Sharon was put off the football. Brother was there, and the balls are up. Over to Armstrong, who was tackled before she could catch it. But it will be a free kick, and it will be another high tackle. 3 minutes to go. Here in the fourth quarter, the USA leading by 28 points on the strength of field goal of 12. And when it's built up high into the middle, marked by Corey Smollett. Smollett will go back. USA, once they came back, had this one stolen away, we think. Long pick up high, kick and drop. Ball goes to ground. Run out onto the right, here comes Papua New Guinea back the other direction. Start by Armstrong. Now into the middle. Throws out one to the right. Who's going to get it? One bounces through. It's a 3-on-2 for the Americans. Corralled nicely by the number 72 and Valerie Moore. It bounces around like a ping-pong ball. Who will get it there is Whitney Castaneda with Paper. They shovel it out the back. From the 28, blocking. He puts the ball in the side. On the outside of the field. Oh, at the post. Oh, what an amazing goal there by the Jimmy Sahara. That's how we wanted to go today. But it was a rubber post. Uh-oh. 2, 3, 15, and get the 27 points. As we have within 45 seconds to go. Well, I've been very entertained by this Papua New Guinea side. We didn't really know what to expect from them because, as we mentioned earlier, they were all really teenagers when they came in. Lack of inexperience when they came in 2011. We didn't see them 3 years ago. And they beat a European Crusaders team. They really is sort of an all-star representative side. Really hadn't practiced as much. So, really couldn't gauge them too much in that last game. But they have definitely provided stout resistance here and have played very good football. And I am very interested to see. I'll tell you what, Jonathan Hill is a very inspirational human being. You've not got the chance to meet him here around Melbourne. He's a wonderful human being. He is a good coach for this team, which is on the way up. As they try to match the success from the men's team. Here's the kick. It's up on the way. It's into the goal square. It went for the hands of Small. Like it spills out the blocker that gets it away. Goes to clear. Let's see if they can get it out. But it's kept in, head away with an immediate tackle. Umpire calls for a ball up. 38 seconds to go. Here in the fourth quarter. The U.S. is going to improve the 1-1. Papua New Guinea is going to drop the 1-1. Ball goes to ground once again. As we kind of cycle through the scenarios now. Allen goes up in the air, it's tapped out. Out the side it goes. And now here is Shearer. Ball staying in the play. And then it will just feel it going. And the umpire will run for it. As we have 5 seconds down. 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is that. The USA freedom. The scoreline's a little ugly, but they did play very well today. They got the goal. They got 5 of them in point of fact. And it was good for a 28-point victory. They'll take their 4 points. How much Papua New Guinea the final score is the USA 5-12-42. Papua New Guinea 2-3-16. Goalkeepers very quickly. Emily Will had 2. Carly Snow had 1. Katrina Sherrill had 1. And somebody else had 1. And it marked down for the USA. So the USA got a 1-1, and if they defeat the European Crusaders, and if Ireland beat Papua New Guinea on Sunday, the USA will play to the semifinals in the 2017 AFL International Cup. We're not done yet. We have another game. It'll be big action. You can hear the South African Lions singing underneath our commentary position. We'll see them in just a few minutes as they take on the USA Revolution. We're going to step aside. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back for USA South Africa. You're on watching the 2017 AFL International Cup here on USAFL.com.
Beautiful San Diego, home of the 2017 US AFL Nationals, including, for the first time, an Australian division. Imagine kicking off your end-of-season footy trip in this amazing US city, with your club playing in the biggest football tournament in the world.
Black Chrome Sportswear designs and manufactures custom sportswear with a focus on quality and reliability. We're Australian, we've got 10 years experience, and we've got a US base in Oklahoma. Who better to trust than an Aussie company for your AFL gear? Get your customized men's and ladies AFL uniforms, outerwear and training gear from Black Chrome. Black Chrome's custom compression can enhance performance and recovery, reduce lactic acid, and accelerate your warm-up. Black Chrome is trusted by a number of AFL leagues, including the US AFL, as their official supplier. Try out our Design Your Own tool and see Black Chrome's full range of sportswear at blackchromeusa.com. Join us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
challenging one-level Victoria, Australia. This is round 2 of the 2017 AFL International Cup. Next to the men's Division 1 match between the USA Revolution and the Lions of South Africa. Hello, Greg Bowers. A pleasant good evening back to you in the United States. Hello, everyone else watching us around the world here on USAFL.com. There was some confusion with the national anthem. I don't think that was the South African national anthem that had started. And the USA Revolution, well, they are much better playing players than they are singers, that's for sure. But in any event, they are ready to go. The USA are 1-0. South Africa 0-1 after losing to Great Britain in the opening game in the West. They are the green jumpers with the black trim. The USA wearing their flash jumpers. That is the red jumpers with the blue and white trim. The USA and South African side, of course, will be watching Shiboko Mayoga, the man known as Hippo. He is their captain, team coached by Benjamin Makuba, and that is by Bindalo Kambuo. The USA, of course, coached by Tom Ellis. He won his International Cup coaching debut. He did play 2 of these as a player in 2005 and 2002. Jason Becker, who was one of the assistants, was the actually a little bit of trivia as he was the first player to kick a goal in international cup history. And Matt Starblocker, who played in 4 of these as a player, and this is his first as an assistant coach, who played a long time for the St. Louis Blues, also for Chicago Swans. Well, the Lions have won many at home here with their singing, with their great attitude, and won some fans on Sunday with their football in the loss. They are a quick team, not as tall as the Americans, but speed sometimes kills, and sometimes so does power, as evidenced by the fact that the U.S. has never beaten them in a row. These 2 teams have split. The 2 times they have played in the International Cup, South Africa won in 2005, the USA won in 2011 when they played at ANZ Stadium down in Sydney. USA will take it from right to left as Jason Wilhelm, better known as Tony. Actually looks like that's going to be Campbell Lee, D-Rock from the LA Dragons. The ball is almost in. We are underway. The USA takes on South Africa. Up on the near side, looking there for David Sweepo, who's coming off that 3-goal game and after all of that clear against Canada. And the ball is going out of bounds for a boundary throw in. Here it comes. Malcolm sitting back in the play. One-on-one contact. Lee got a part of it. Knocks it backwards. Bogos did well again. Lee is there. Spills out loose. Getting hard and possibly taking a little high was very strong. And the umpire didn't call anything. And it's going to be a free kick. Now, he had a whistle. But they didn't release right away. So that one is 50. They're going to get it. So here it's Spawn. One kick. Top of the pass. Good job there. Reached up in the apple tree and put the right one. And he'll have a kick from about 35 years out. There is a 40-meter mark for those of you who didn't catch the women's game. So the kick will come from 45. Ben Carpenter, who knocks one against Canada. The kick is on the way. This is here. It's now perfect. And the U.S. are on the board. It took all of about a minute and 25 seconds. But a goal to Ben Carpenter. That's his. Taking it all around. Away they go. The U.S. moving the ball very nicely in their first passage of play. And now here comes South Africa with chance. Good. It turns out some puts as a record here. Worked out publicly. All right, here we go. Up the middle of the ground now is the handball. Paul says, wait a minute, boys. They want to move that ball because the Eli tried to move that forward. For South Africa. You mentioned they lost. The margin is 45 points. Or 37 points to Great Britain. And the boys, the Bulldogs from Great Britain were pretty good after that first game. a sweet time. Kick it up on the way. It's going on to the left side, and the ball has been held up and out of bounds against a moving ball for the East. First opportunity for South Africa inside the American 40-meter mark here. Wesley deflected high in the air. Reed just got loose. Turned it over. Paddled around. It looks like a little bit of volleyball. Squirts out in the front. Picked up. Shot for goal. High in the air. Yes, he did. Great job by Dan Franco. And Ace swaps it over the line. And conceives. Is happy to conceive 1 point. 6-1 is now the score. First point of the game for the South African Lions. South Africa is a very good side, and the AFL turned really to develop the game. There was Manley Johnson. Kyle Johnson is taken down. Manley for Manley. And umpire said there was no power opportunity for others to have it. You won't see any bounces here, especially with the ground as soft as it is. Temperatures are down in the 50s. It's a little cooler here in the commentary position. You're under the shade here in the house. A little bit of a wind blowing to the left of the screen as Lee is going off the opposing ruckman's head. And Maloney, the captain, maybe calls the ball out for a second. Trying to muscle it forward. Almost looks like a rugby ball, and that definitely was a rugby ball, and the umpire the ball once again in the center of the ground. The ground is fairly soft. The dew will dissipate for the most part. Tell you what, that's a big boy on for South Africa, and Lee's going to have, that's why Lee is falling over and not Cody Wilhelm. Looking for Dan Liddy, and the umpire has spotted a free kick. Max Tequita, he had a brilliant game against Canada with a lot of pitches. Overtook the kick for Johnson, but Fisher is there in support. Here's Brent Fisher, centering ball, looking for Dragons. Dragons. My goodness. He's about as tall as one of my grandfather's stories. And he'll go back to have a kick. When he kicks it, it'll be for about 35. Dragons had a goal against Canada. This is to extend the lead for the USA. The kick is on the way. It is Jay Stecker. Perfect goal for the USA Blue Dragons. That takes them on to 2-3-12. It's an 11-point lead, 1 point lead, only 1 point for South Africa. So he has a goal, and Carpenter will go as well. And Mike Hunt has suddenly swung back the leg with the power of the river, the free dog. And that will be an infraction spotted. And it will go against the Americans. We're going to work that back. This is Maloney. He also plays for the Lions down in South Africa. Going up and taking it, Ryan McGavin for the Philadelphia Hawks. Point out his every company. Coming up and playing players. Now leads to a cutting. All handballs in the middle of Fred Freeland. And the umpire has had ball is tackled. And it's a turnover. Getting it down is Maloney. And Hippo out to the left side. It'll bounce through. And they'll find the boundary line. Looking for Audrey Valera. Boy, that was a good passage of play. Also, a broken play off a rough kick by McGettigan, and a good job there to find Freeman. John Freeman is a national candidate. This is only his second full season of footy, and he was the best rookie in the USAFL across everyone in the men's divisions last year. Certainly a deserving trip down to Melbourne for the International Cup. 7.5 minutes to go here, playing for 17.5-minute quarters here, and there is no draws. So if it's still tied in the fourth quarter when the time goes, they will play until someone puts a golden point. We've seen that once in everyone's confusion between Canada and Fiji in the women's side on Sunday at Royal Park. Ball gets picked up on that far side, ball will go out of bounds. Don't forget, like what you see when a ball goes on here from Melbourne and IC-17, USA 34 as well. On our website, USAFL.com, on Facebook at Facebook.com/USAFL, and on Twitter at USAFL1997. All goes to the ground, and that, in fact, is one out of bounds. And we'll have a boundary going on the far side. happy to be here with you here in Melbourne, here at Glenwood in Wesley College. Eric Hansen didn't play in that first game. Neither did Greg Fisher. They're back into it, and good job there, looking for the 23 and Milano. And then that one is kicked up into the air. They go backwards. Jefferson got back with another chance. Let's skip up, just the other way. Mostly looking for Spawn. There's the Pina going after it. Quick kick going in the air. Who wants it? Everybody. Who's got it? Nobody. Goes down the ground. Johnson pounding in again. And Kyle Johnson, who had a pretty decent cut to his eye in the last game. That'll be a reminder of this 2017 AFL International Cup. And it was an infraction in the left contact. Possibly on the third man up, so here is Lee as he's the right kick out to the left side. Again, couldn't get to it. There's a little handball there from Littlehan. And then they cut the, here they go, they go inside, looking for Trident. Boy, he had to get around this defender there. Is Amia Zuane, and couldn't because he was a big roadblock. So Robert's trying to make the ball out. He jumps around, and the ball is the ball. That was a late one with those defense, and then we'll go to Dustin Jones. Dustin Jones, 38 years old, 19 years in the USAFL, first for the Alabama Crocodiles who are now the club. And then the former Woodbacks who are also the club, plays his football for the St. Petersburg Swans. Jones has purchased 45 years out. Gee, that was pretty cool up in the food, but it's going out on the full. And once again, that was like one of my effective cookies were pretty good coming off the fifth, but crumbled into absolute stardust at the end. Now out to the near side, up in the air. That one was chipped away from Carpenter. Stayed with the 40. That one was deflected in the middle. Lions keep possession. That is a wounded back up on the near side. Drops away one more time. We're going to get it there with Littlehan. Littlehan spearing back at him. Again, Carpenter couldn't get it. Tried to drive it forward, and that's going to be a free kick. The week I was pushing it back. A free kick that comes to Ben Carpenter Wanyama. With this position, we're just simply referring to as Buddy Carpenter. Played a couple of years for Montrose. I actually played a couple of years ago for Montrose. Cut back to the eighth for the Austin Coors with 3 premierships. So it was arguably the best team in the USAFL over the last couple of years. Carpenter's kick from 42 meters. Umpire does a little shooting of the heart. Sticks out a finger, and that is at the line. And the margin is back to 2 even goals. 2-13 for the USA. 1 point for only 1 point. For South Africa. Oh, great steal by Hansen. Hansen looking into the middle. That's trying to see once and the ball goes out of bounds. And great pressure there by the fullback. And trying to get his number as he comes around. And that practically ties the goal because Hansen would have found Glamis. There on the number 4. Hansen again, and that went returned to Sendia. Salaka was the one who was the fullback for South Africa. Ball up on the other side. The ball to down. That's going to be a high tackle. A free kick to the USA with a swirling wind, which is now going to be in the face. So here is Simpson finding Dragus. So Brian Dragus kicked the goal from this side open on this side. Safety goes with the Speedy Johnson. Braceful 12 of the young out of his backpack. Nope, he's on for the centering goal. High in the air. Who wants it? Spawn! Couldn't get to it. As he went up high, ball goes to the ground. Umpire crosses himself like the Monsignor. And we will have the ball. Great opportunity for the Americans. Right on the doorstep. Ball is up into the air. Picked off by Carpenter. Let's go catch! It's a goal! Dane Restrepo! That's number 4 in the tournament for Scott. And he got it from the Houston Red Stars. And I know they're doing well back in the Phoenix in Houston. Third goal for the USA. 3-1-19. South Africa 1-4 only. Here on USAFL.com. Brian Barrett with you. Hope you enjoy ordering like this. And great shot by Restrepo, who was really close to the fore. He plays his footing for the Melbourne University Blues out of Houston originally. The umpire blowing the whistle here. And it's going to be a free kick. We got hold of what happened here, but Lee has it. So here come the Americans. It's to the near side. There it goes. Look at that play. Mike Murphy. That should be paid to Murphy. Oh, it's shot out of the way. A little bit of pushing, shoved down by the team. Goes inside. Rebound off the knees. And then up to South Africa. Trying to get around Murphy. Murphy is like a point of time stop right now. He is mad. Ball goes to ground. Houston with the curly net play blocks. They get around the lead. Healer back to the near side. Trying to climb the field with Bouvet. Corner of South Africa couldn't get to it. Ball goes to ground. Spot is in there punching around. He's picking up just a little bit here in the first quarter. With 3:45 to go. Ball goes up in the air. Lee wants to ground. Swan just gets free. He's traveled in by the way. One of the half dozen players there from the Cougars up in front. Umpire sends it skyward. Lee and a whistle there and it brings it in the rough. Goes into the air one more time. Lee has a pretty decent slot. Was it to advantage? Not really. Freeman was taken down. That can be put in the back. Houston will be. John Freeman. And a big thanks to John for the headset, which you were hearing me come through. But that was a big help. Here is Freeman. Pretty decent kick. Up in the air. Ball goes to the ground. One off the back, up the left side is the fun defender. Up the left side, they continue, through that one over the left. And on the floor, another enforced error by the Rams. On the scoreboard here, 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go. It's 3-1-19 for the USA Revolution. The Lions, 1 point. 18-point advantage, 3 straight kicks. So here's the kicker up on that far side, up into the air, going around. That's going to go out on the full as well. No touch, I apologize. Didn't see the touch, but right there at the line. So that's fortunate for the Rotos. Umpire moves the ball back to the corner, up in the air, Travis. Maybe hits the Peter chasing after the label is there for South Africa. And that one is speared out. That one's going out of the field. So the Reds wreaking havoc, and it's blowing now, starting to blow. Kind of across the lane here, blowing away from the camera. Speaking of which, our thanks to our friend Mike here from Westwood College for bringing these pictures back to you for a time on camera. And real volunteers are really nice people helping us out to bring you these shots all the way back to the USA and around the world and across Australia. We hope you're enjoying it. Ball goes up into the air and Mark nicely by the 26th there. That was Murray again. Out to the near side. Murray picks up Taiwaku. Taiwaku, a bootleg around. He puts it into the middle. Ball was to blow up. Barrier to get put in by Sunlight Prodigy. That's where he was hiding. And then Kyle bringing it up again where it was Wilhelm. Wilhelm, that was a pretty big kick, but over the back playing center field there for was Marvin once again for the Lions. It looked like Doug Granville for those of you baseball fans in center field, and they flipped it all the way down pretty quickly, but just as quickly as they've done, they've slowed it away. That was all great quick, but there is nothing to stay after. He's going to get a nice separate block from David Franco, who's come to the rescue once again. He's the reason that that was a point to go on a goal earlier on. Out to the near side, the ball tumbles out of bounds with just under 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. The USA with a 13-point Saturday, 18-point lead, and they will be against the wind in the second half. Or in the second quarter, rather, umpires picked out tackling without the football, and after he switched it. Here we go, a free kick by Sequoia, and that is the siren. Quarter time at the football, the USA hit very quickly off the goal by Carpenter. They got another one from Dragons, and then David Stripper out of the third as well. South Africa yet to register a major score after 17 and a half minutes of play here at Wesley College. It's the USA Revolution us at AFL.com.
Beautiful San Diego, home of the 2017 US AFL Nationals, including, for the first time, an Australian division. Imagine kicking off your end-of-season footy trip in this amazing US city, with your club playing in the biggest football tournament in the world.
Black Chrome Sportswear designs and manufactures custom sportswear with a focus on quality and reliability. We're Australian, we've got 10 years experience, and we've got a US base in Oklahoma. Who better to trust than an Aussie company for your AFL gear? Get your customized men's and ladies' AFL uniforms, outerwear and training gear from Black Chrome. Black Chrome's custom compression can enhance performance and recovery, reduce lactic acid, and accelerate your warm-up. Black Chrome is trusted by a number of AFL leagues, including the US AFL, as their official supplier. Try out our Design Your Own tool and see Black Chrome's full range of sportswear at blackchromeusa.com. Join us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Second quarter about to begin here at Wesley College in Glen Waverley, Victoria, Australia. The USA Revolution leading the South African Lions 19-1. Lions will be kicking with the wind, and it's probably about a 3-goal breeze from right to left on your TV. Again, Brian Barish, glad to have you with us wherever you're watching us here on USAFL.com on our YouTube channel. And the EFL will have the Revos game on Saturday out at Montrose as they take on Papua New Guinea, which, depending on the result here, may determine whether or not they'll be playing at the MCG in about a week's time. Of course, they still have France to go through. And on Sunday, we'll be back here on our YouTube channel for the USA Freedom women's teams. They take on the European Crusaders. But don't forget about the Liberty as well, the touring side that is here. They won last night in Moline, Templestowe, and they'll be playing on Friday night at Monash University. Umpire holds the spirit of this great game aloft, and we are away in the second quarter. Out of the middle they come, handballed it up over the top. There is Tyefji into the middle for Spawn, who is met immediately by Dudiyula, and the umpire said no prior opportunity was given, and so we'll have a ball up as Buddy Spawn plays for Melbourne Blackrock via Orange County. Another California man and Donald Lee from the LA Dragons. Katina couldn't handle it. paddle it back with Shepard there to allow Linehan from the Austin Crows there to get to it. Ball spills free. Linehan again. And that's got to be a high tackle. The umpire said, no, everything's all fair in love and footy. Tosses into the heavens. Lee again, tapped it down. Pina walking his way forward. Max Pina, another relatively new player from the Seattle Grizzlies. This is his third full season. Ball goes to ground again, out on that far side. Ball goes out of bounds once again. I'll tell you what, I've gotten a good chuckle out of the comments on Reddit so far, as well as on Twitter. We're on Twitter at USAFL 1997. You can follow me at Barish, B-A-R-R-I-S-H, USAFL, if the ball goes out of bounds. Of course, we're on Facebook as well, facebook.com/USAFL. If you're watching us back in the States, perhaps through a friend or a family member, you want to see if there's a team near you, we have a team finder for you, and you can check out one of the 40 teams around the USA, or perhaps one of your own. We have a man down, I believe that's Buddy Spawn, who is in a prone position. That is not good. I mean, he's getting up slowly. Might have had his bell rung a little bit. Again, our thanks to the folks here at Wesley College. We are just starting to get scores in from around the ground. We'll have that for you at halftime. And here is Fisher. Ooh, he was poleaxed. Might have been caught high, but no, holding the ball is the call. And so Fisher, who didn't play in the first game, so it's a free kick to South Africa. They have the breeze with them. The kick will come from about just on the other side of the paint here, be about 40 yards out. Kick is up on the way, drifting to the goal, drifting to the right, and in fact, it drifted way to the right, and it has gone out on the full. The U.S. dodged a bullet, just like Rocky Raccoon. No, wait, he actually got shot in the song. Out to the left side they go. Just kept in play, and then here is Depina. Depina tries to swing around from one. Ball, says the crowd. And the umpire agrees with the crowd for once. We see some Wesley students resplendent in their purple uniforms. That one's going to skip through and go through out of bounds, but it'll be around about 4 or 5 meters from the point post. And we see a number of crowds from a number of the students here on their lunch break, taking in the game here at Glen Waverly. And absolutely beautiful ground. A lot of history here. The school goes all the way back to 1851. For those of you who don't know, back in the States. Out the back, kick to goal, and there it is. South Africa on the board. Through the young man in Benefit Beloy. And there's the first major for South Africa. The Lions go to 1-1-7. They trail by 2 straight kicks. Well, the Lions' work rate has picked up, and again with the wind, they were able to keep through it, and a good job to find Beloy, who kicks that one for the first major of the game. So back to a 12-point game, and a free kick. Well, he just tossed that one over to Lee, over to Spawn. It'll get there on a hop to Linehan. Fisher will go in short with a nice kick, McGettigan. Had to bend down as if he was talking to a puppy dog to get to it. Threw that one onto the left. That one is curling, and it is swatted away by the defender. South Africa keeps possession. Long kick out, but backing up and taking the mark is Saleh Taibji of the Sacramento Suns. He's got Fins to the left, Fins to the right, but is the only Revo in town. Goes into the middle, looking for Lee. Couldn't get to it. And then, falling backwards there was Timmy Linfeld, and the umpire calls ball. And a 25-meter penalty will be awarded. Didn't give the ball back straight away. And so, a little bit of lack of discipline here from the Americans as they stab that one in for Montshane. Plays for the Wildcats. Gets to the inside, stabby kick, front and square, couldn't take the mark. Had a couple of bites at the cherry. Long handball out into the middle. The wind takes it for Fisher. He's under pressure. Goes back, but to Livy. Oh, great smother by Aubrey Valele, who's a fan of Elvis, because as he blocked that, he said, return to sender. Ball goes out of bounds. Yes, I know I've already used that one, but that one was a lot better. Ball comes spinning back into play. Hammered away there by Cartwright. The Denver Bulldogs. Ball goes out of bounds. Denver Bulldogs, between their Division I, their Division IV, and their women's team, have won 14 USAFL National Championships. Tom Ellis, a longtime player and coach of the Bulldogs. They come bootlegging around, stabbed it in short, two white jumpers. Fisher takes the mark. So Fish will look around. He'll throw that one onto the right, go up the corridor, one-on-one contest. Bangs around like a pinball and a whistle, and McGettigan was about to throw the Shepherd to end all Shepherds. And a 25-meter penalty has been awarded. They didn't give the ball back. I think Tragus may have said in one of those 7 words. He's still yelling at the umpire. But at the end of it, a little bit of tussle off the ball. But this is going to set up Mololani. Try that again. Mololani. Godfrey Mololani. Right-footed kick. Pretty good off the boot. But off to the right. Or another behind. Back to 11 points. 1-2-8 South Africa that trail by 11. 3-1-19 for the Americans, who really only had one sortie inside the South African 50. Away goes Fisher out of the back. Nice basket catch by Spawn. Looks a little bit like Littlefinger up on the left side for you Game of Thrones fans. Not as much as Sasha Kleshton of Major League Soccer, but he's got a little bit of the porn stash thing going on. The ball goes out of bounds. Ball comes spinning back into play on the far side. Knocked down nicely by Kenny Lindfeldt. Not necessarily to advantage. Ball still in dispute. Picked up nicely. Handball. Boom. Big tackle. McGettigan was in there as well. Oh, balls. Garthright was taken down, but in fact he got leg, and he knows how to use them. And that'll be a free kick. 9.5 minutes to go here in the first half. USA swinging to an 11-point lead, and the ball is turned over. Here they come as they try and release him out the right side. Mark defensively. Stretching up and taking it there was Kramer from the Chicago Swans. Ball goes out of bounds. Jeff Kramer, who played admirably in the fullback position in the absence of Brent Fisher. Veteran of the USAFL, the Swans. Just taking a look over at the bench and see who's over there, and may or may not be dressed. I don't think Tony Wilhelm's been dressed for this game because I haven't seen him on the ground. And Donald Lee, ball goes out of bounds again. Donald Lee's been used primarily as the ruck in this game. He came in for a spell. Came in for a spell in the second quarter and towards the end of the quarters to relieve him. And Lee is a big boy, 198 centimeters, 106 kilograms. I'll leave you to do the conversion. Mark taken on the far side. Now they rush it forward. Dragus couldn't bring it down. Got free. Ball goes out of bounds. He wanted a call, possibly deliberate. And I saw that one called against Canada for less against Taibji, but not called by our European umpire, AFL Europe umpiring crew. We have a number of American umpires in this tournament as well. Rory Root, Sid Caesar, CJ Adams, Chris Adams, John Mills, and of course the Person brothers, Jeff, who's played in this tournament before, and Toby Person as well. I know I'm forgetting at least 1 or 2 people, but the USAFL UA doing a fantastic job. Ball goes to the ground. Dragus flipped his finger and tapped it down to the ground. Throws that one onto the left, and that one's gone off to the side. First point in a while for the U.S. It's their first point of the quarter. Hear the wind blowing up. That takes them on to 3-2-20. 1-2-8 for South Africa. Just want to thank Peter Holden from GirlsPlayFooty.com for supplying us with the equipment. what? It's working pretty darn good. We might not even get this back.
South Africa, something one of them. We were walking back into the tunnel in the MCG the other day, and as they were leading a chant, Steve was clapping, and he said definitely has endeared themselves to the spectators who have come to watch this tournament. Up the right side, Kyle again. My goodness. He's got the hands of Venus flytraps at the moment. That kick wasn't the greatest, but one kick himself 59 by Billy Ford, who reached up and took one of his faces. He took a picture. And what he's flying with her back and have one into the wind. So it's gone. Kick is on the way. He's floated up to the right. And it's there for a goal for Black Swan. He becomes the fourth goalkeeper for the U.S. Revolution. That takes them on to 4-2-26. That big three-goal lead. He joins Carpenter, Restrepo, and Travis on the scoresheet. And benefit for Lloyd, the only goal for South Africa. Over the halftime, we'll go around the greens, and we'll take a look at all the action that's going on here in round 2 of the AFL International Cup. Now it's going to get called back. And we may actually see the third number in our position here. Michael, our cameraman, and I will keep chattering a little bit. Live ball, good job before the mark. Going to center out in the middle of the play line. Oh, almost taken by the Pina. Second over at the ball, pretty good. Close, and handballs it in for Dragus. Dragus handballs it, looking for McGinnigan, but it didn't come off. Going to get it, getting around with one shine. Out in the middle of the ground now, straight kick, nice fun. Across by Tim McCartney. No, far plan. There's a kick. You know what's coming. One-on-one contest. Just got it. Sequoia was late there, wasn't it? Hayes to it. Goal says the crowd. And then that was kicked back all the way. High in the air. He fires through. It looks like Trapezar is for just a second. The PM sets himself. He'll go straight up into the air. Knocked away there. Did he what? It's sports out in front. Two wicketers there. It's up by Mark Longley. Mark Longley look for goals off and out of bounds. And the question is one day out on the floor. I think it might have just caught some pain on the way over, but no, it is a free kick. And it will go the way of Brett Fisher. 3:20 to go here in the second quarter. The U.S. is weathered the storm a little bit. South Africa right the bell in the early part of this quarter. The three guys go on goal. And U.S. takes it. 5-6 in the middle side. That's the cleaner. Oh, there goes the crowd. That's a turnover anyway. As the Pina was free. Down to the middle of the ground. Oh, still in. Throw that one into the middle. Throw that one over the left. Fisher takes the mark. Brent Fisher in Minnesota Freeze. Played for Matt Parker in Western Australia. As well as Tiger Warner, one-time captain of the Rhinos. Out in the middle. Looking for the 21-year-old defensive. High up. Three jumpers there. Hangs it back. Comes Cleaver. Cleaver like a bloody China shot going deep. And it's marked defensively. And they're playing the aerial wing plan. With 2:20 grab the lower of the shoulder. Throw that one in, long kick inside 50, tie it to his push off the football. And clears off, put it into the square, run on, he square up, oh! He held the footsteps. He had a goal on his mind. He could see it down and it fell off the table. 1-3-9. He's gonna let that one back. Going back to 17. Nope. Kicked out to the left side. A little bit of a crooked call down. A nice mark taken. Out on the far wing by Gauthray. Goes up one on the start. Ball goes out of bounds. It isn't expected to be right for that next ball. I couldn't think of one. Ball comes coming back in the play. Lee couldn't get to it. Almost the ground, and the free kick's been thrown. As it was cleared out there with the top off the flat. Yeah, 45 seconds to go here in the first half. Once again, Sports Marine, Brown Festival, FootyNews.com. Morris Bensley. Irish Swiffer, how's it going already? Versus Ripple. Looking around, one at a time, 30 seconds left. He's going to step field for goal. Looks pretty good. Knocked out of the goal square. Nice spine, trying to get to it. And it's 5-4, another behind. Back to a 3-goal lead. And one would think unless something magical happens, that would be how the first half ends. Out to the right side they go. Seconds to go, 4 seconds left. We're good. Half-time at the
Beautiful San Diego, home of the 2017 US AFL Nationals, including, for the first time, an Australian division. Imagine kicking off your end-of-season footy trip in this amazing US city, with your club playing in the biggest football tournament in the world.
Chrome Sportswear designs and manufactures custom sportswear with a focus on quality and reliability. We're Australian, we've got 10 years experience, and we've got a US base in Oklahoma. Who better to trust than an Aussie company for your AFL gear? Get your customized men's and ladies' AFL uniforms, outerwear and training gear from Black Chrome. Black Chrome's custom compression can enhance performance and recovery, reduce lactic acid and accelerate your warm-up. Black Chrome is trusted by a number of AFL leagues, including the US AFL, as their official supplier. Try out our Design Your Own tool and see Black Chrome's full range of sportswear at blackchromeusa.com. Join us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Halftime here at Buffalo College here in Glen Waverly, the score of USA 27. The South African Lions 9. We have some scores for you from around the grounds, thanks to worldfootynews.com. We don't have any Division I men's scores, so we head over here to try and request this. There we go. There we go. Now, we do have some scores for you from around the grounds. Here in Division I, up in Colorado, that's Sevastopol. That'd be one of those reserves. Papua New Guinea all over the arena quarter time. They're up 6-3, 39 to no score. Nauru lost to New Zealand the first game. And Ireland leads France. That game out of St. Patrick's. One of two games out there. We'll get to the other one in a moment. Ireland leads France at quarter time, 8-0. France who fell to Fiji as they tried to stay in contention. Of course, France will play a little bit. Will play the U.S. a little bit later on, actually on Tuesday. New Zealand at halftime, 5-35 to Fiji, 1 straight 6. That game is at Lane House out at Seaford. And we don't have any scores for at the moment. Out at St. Francis Xavier and Officer. It's Canada 0-1 against 1-0 Great Britain. In new interaction, of course, Oil, the USA Freedom, were 27-point winners, 5-12-42 over Papua New Guinea, 23-15. Big win for the Americans as they stay alive. Ireland, and of course that was a big win for the USA as they went 42-15. That's a big win for the USA because Ireland shut out the European Crusaders at St. Patrick's in Ballarat this morning, 8-14-61 to no score for the Crusaders. And had the U.S. lost, that would have eliminated them from semi-final competition. As it is, that's a win. And that's good for them because if they defeat the Crusaders, barring any percentage issues with Maryland and Papua New Guinea, USA should be through to the semi-final for that game on Sunday out at Melbourne Uni. Canada struggled against Fiji in their opening game, had no such issues against Pakistan. Canada, the defending champions, 28-18, 186 to Pakistan, no score. That game out at Officer earlier this morning. And the Peninsula Grammar and Mount Eliza, no score from the Fiji Vano and the Great Britain Swans. Taking a look at men's Division II, the final between Pakistan and Japan. Japan goes to 2-0 in a hard-fought game Now for the college, Croatia leads Tunisia 9-6-60 to Tunisia 1-6. That's a three-quarter time. And a quarter time of that mental drama. China overshot off at 2-13 to 1-6. Back here in Glen Waverly, the teams are just breaking their home for the third quarter. At halftime, it's 4-3-27 for the USA and 1-3-9 for South Africa. Here on the broadcast schedule for you, we'll have here on USAFL on the YouTube channel. We'll have the USA Liberty development side to win as they take on, they continue their tour with Game 3 against International University. That'll be Friday night. That'll be 5:30 p.m. start time on Friday. On the East Coast of the U.S., it's a 3:30 a.m. start time, so you'll either want to set your alarm or watch the replay on that one. The teams come back out onto the ground. The Revolution are back in action on Saturday. There's the honor guard there from the Freedom and some of the Liberty players. The Revolution are back in action on Saturday at Montrose. And they'll take on Papua New Guinea. That game will be on the AFL website. You can follow our website, usafl.com, and on social media. On Facebook.com/USAFL, and on Twitter at USAFL1997. For more details, now the women are back in action on Sunday. They'll be in Bermuda. A must-win game against the European Crusaders. And both teams are back on the 15th. And for the women, it's only one full day of rest. They'll play either in the major semi-final with a chance to go to Etihad Stadium on the 19th, or they'll be playing for a chance for 5th place. The American boys up and about. They're both 40 minutes away from their second win. And of course, that's a 9:30 a.m. local time on Tuesday morning against France. I'll be back in the call. I'll be back in the AFL network for that one. I have a 7:30 p.m. Monday night start, so for real, Monday night Friday here in the U.S. back in the USA. Now, as you mentioned, the winner will play that semi-final. The finals will be either the 18th or the 19th. If it's a placing game, they'll play the Friday the 18th local time. Otherwise, it'll be on Saturday the 19th. The men will play the MCG on Saturday morning, and then Saturday afternoon will be the women's final. Third quarter about to get underway, and away we go. Quickly, there's an infraction in the square. It goes the way of the USA. But they counted possibly 5 in the square, and there is Donald Lee, who's having an incredible game in the ruck. So down the ruck, up to the right side. Kicked off the hand and caught by Kyle Manley. Johnson has been rocking the fire. Went for a handball, but it was all red lights. He was thrown down to the ground, stayed with the footy. And Johnson passes it after the footy one more time. And goes tumbling dice there in James Freeman. The ball has gone out of bounds once again for Jeffrey Freeman. That will be a little late on the clock here. Sun's starting to peek out around us a little bit. There we go. We're about a minute off on the clock. We'll keep that up here for you. Ball goes out of bounds one more time as Johnson was in there. I want to say hello to everyone for the Golden State Australian Football League, watching the Blues and earlier watching the Maidens. Also with the Chicago Swans watching as well as the Houston All-Stars. But here comes South Africa back in the other direction. Stay with the football mostly. Spawn is now watching. No one is kicked. Sputter. That covered like some Waffle House half-ground. Ball goes up into the air. Bounces free. And the ball goes out of bounds on that far side. USA have 4 goals for Carpenter, Restrepo, Dragus, and Spawn. The only goal was Beloy, which was back in the first quarter. Oh, they're calling for Thanksgiving. Well, here's an opportunity. This is Bartman. Taylor Bolton, who was pretty active in that loss against Great Britain the other day. Kick is on the way. It's flowing across the face, tipped down. And it's taken by the Americans. That is the Gina. Went for the subway ball. Called the way for the express. It was only a local as it turned over to South Africa's third ball and kept off by Kramer. And the Chicago Swans now as the crowd is starting to build. 440,000 people here at Wesley College. Up the right side. It's marked there by Garthright. Garthright. Goes back. Up the footing. Coming out back there was Motley. Stayed with the footing. And trying to run it through there was Willie Gleason. That went past the way, picked up. That was an awkward tackle. As Gleason went into the football. But couldn't get to it. So here we go. Ball goes back in the air. Picked up by Simpson. Ball goes down. Scoring end of the field for the USA. Let's see what they can do here. The ball goes again back down the ground, and Johnson was thrown out of bounds, but he'll be awarded a free kick for a high tackle. Centering trying to step on. Oh, got it! Knocked that one out of the sky like a good idea. And here we go back. He's probably the end of his reality. Got 40 meters out. And they're going to do this again. I would tend to think that he can't. Oh, no, they switched it. They switched the kick. Not sure what for, but it is, I don't know if they're going to do it again. No, what's the mark? No, it's going to be a free kick in front. There's one of the hard, but I didn't see what the signal was. But any of them would be a free kick to Ben Carpenter. So here is Carpenter. Takes out his hammer and deals it home. Carpenter's got 2-0 to his score. And it's back to a 4-goal lead. 5-3-39 the USA. Lead 3-9 for South Africa. With 12.5 minutes to go. Here in the third quarter. Ryan Norris with you here at Wesley College. Here at Glen Waverly, Victoria, Australia. As we mentioned, we are to the east of downtown Melbourne, probably about 45 minutes from downtown. And the AFL International Cup. And once again, our thanks to the AFL for hosting us and the other teams as well. And so it's absolutely nothing but great hospitality. And everyone here has been absolutely wonderful. Except for the Buckeyes at the Geelong game. But hey, that's another story. All goes to ground. Ball's tied up. Well, and it's back out to 3 kick. Johnson steps down to the inside, looking for the pin. That'll have it slip out of his hand like a $1 million lottery ticket. And then taken down again. And then sitting on him. That was Maloney who saw it. And he's going to run the free kick. On the ball is the call on Dragons. He had a few inches on him, but he turns the ball over the flag out. So here is his free throw. He turns that one on the right. He's going to build a free line around up. 2-man fly. Ball goes to the ground. Picked up by Restrepo. Friendly fire, but bounces to the City Johnson. This is Johnson chasing it down. The ball goes to the out of bounds. The USA, taking up by South Africa, they can slip in a set back with the Guinea. On Saturday morning at Montrose, that game will have very significant grand final implications. Let's figure a 4-0 order to get to the UCG. That would start off the round pretty nicely. Franco, kind of tough, but then it's picked up, he slings it to the ground. Ball continues forward for South Africa. And off the back they go. They're going up to the left side. Up over the top. Down out of bounds for a boundary throw. Personal stand up. And then all is leg, but John touches a forward, ball by Dragons. Good job by the veteran Jones to 5-point Dragons. This is about the exact same spot where he kicked this goal with the Stevie Johnson. So here's Brian Dragons, third one off to the Joe Denver lookalike contest. Sends that one on his way, yes sir! Dragons has two, and the lead is extended again to 5 goals. 6-3-39 for the USA. 139 for South Africa. That's a nice blurry shot there in the scoreboard. There we go. Our thanks to Reed there has some comments about our comment or about our camera folks. We'd like to thank our volunteer camera crew here from Wesley College. We're bringing your pictures to you, doing the best they can. So, going straight into the middle. Magic Monkey couldn't get to it. Picked up eyes off Zelani. Up the left side, down the hustle that went forward, one-on-one contest, Mark taken over Hamilton Knight. There's a lot more active in the last game. In fact, I believe he may have gotten this one retro goal nomination. Ball goes out of bounds from Bentley Fluid. Opposite pocket. Marcus Spain back to the play. Wow. Lee was all by himself as his opposite right sort of just gave up and allowed him to tap and play. Could have caught it, gotten away with it. Little bounces away. Fisher calls it forward to himself. Handballs it over. Winsbell. Now they go around. Good ball movement here by the Lions. Only to take turned over. And then he was leg there, was limiting at it. Well, that was a really cool. It was a little tackle as he got him around the kneecaps. And a 25-year penalty has been done. And there's a lot of hooks coming on from that opposite goal. And you can see behind the goal, big crowd is gathered behind the goal bar. Another 6-5 ahead. Up in the big flyer takes the mark there. It was protected used by Moretti. The man they call Hippo. Flying right off the back. Here it is in the middle. It's marked by Brian Dragons. And that was opportunistic there by Mike Murphy. He may want to buy a $50 scratch off because that was no luck right there. But now here's Dragons looking for his third. So Dragons looking to make the group even further between his team and the South African Lions side. He picks up the shovel. And that goal will not be that much closer. Or not much farther in point of fact. 6-4-40 for the USA. Up to 31-point lead. 21-point lead. No, it's 31. I won the first time. For the long game. Ball taken by Carpenter. As Carpenter has two. Banging his spear up and down here. All over Dragons. Great spoil there by the defender. Hanson in there trying to get away. He looks like they're going to have some brothers. And that handball. Oh, handball's going to run the leader for you. Oh, my goodness. Well, Murphy's going to run away with a thank you card because that was an absolute better gift. And that will most certainly break the spirit of the Lions side. 74-46 for the USA. And Mike Murphy, who took that stealing goal against Canada in that hot Super Bowl in Fort Lauderdale 2 years ago this week, when he spun around and just threw it into the right, I don't think we'll ever get an easier goal than that. So Logan is 37 points with 5:15 to go here in the third term. And it looks pretty good for the USA Revolution. Ball's in the middle of the ground. And it will be another ball up. On to the air. Lee able to make it free from the line. Now up there as they go inside 50, but it's taken off the only man there. Dragons! The Dragons stand. Yes, he did. Yes, he did do that, Brian Dragons. are elevated, and this one might just very well be on ice. Third goal for Brian Gladys. Comes the hour, comes the man. And we'll take the score 8-5-53 to 1-4-10. He had technical difficulties on his right, only got back in time. So it's back to a 43-point lead. With 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Out of the middle of the ground now, here comes South Africa, not giving up one iota. Oh, there is Ben Jones, that could have been pushing the back. But losing, and the third on the left in the middle, that bounce it from IMG, just taps it away. That's it, Fisher up to the near side for Spawn. Fisher gets it back, now goes to the outside for Carpenter. Look at the lead here, there's a one to the outside, just out of the reach. Murphy picks it up in the help, and cutting Johnson. Johnson throws it out to the left into the middle. He puts it out in a rolling. He's starting at the ball three. 3 off straight, but it's through for another behind. And it's 54-10 is the score. 44 points to difference. 6:54, 1-4-10. With 1:23 to go here in the third quarter. Their scoreboard is now 30 seconds behind. Out to the full side, up the left side. Now it's going out of bounds. Well, the UFC is talking about here. Brian Dragon kicking a couple. Someone from, actually, I think he's kicked. Carpenter kicked one earlier. There goes the ground, that will rumble through. And balls it into the back. Here they come. Pressure to the inside. Has a bounce. Has a look. Turn to the second. Miller. Power on that one. Big bang went down, but he might get a free kick for a high tackle. We are down to the last 35 seconds on this third quarter. The U.S. with the breeze and built himself a really good cushion. Here is Maloney with the football. Up on the left, it's carrying it. It stays left, up where it does the shimmy, and puts out one finger as if to say it's 1 point. With less than a minute, actually now, just the waiting seconds as we're waiting on the third. 3-quarter time here at Wesley College. Well, the USA had the win, and they used it to their advantage to sail away to a 43-point lead before 3-quarter time. It's the USA Revolution, 8-54. The South Africa highest 1-5-11. Now we are at the fourth quarter of this one is given at your location, the 2017 AFL International Cup here on AFL.USA.com.
Beautiful San Diego, home of the 2017 US AFL Nationals, including, for the first time, an Australian division. Imagine kicking off your end-of-season footy trip in this amazing US city, with your club playing in the biggest football tournament in the world.
Black Chrome Sportswear designs and manufactures custom sportswear with a focus on quality and reliability. We're Australian, we've got 10 years experience, and we've got a US base in Oklahoma. Who better to trust than an Aussie company for your AFL gear? Get your customized men's and ladies' AFL uniforms, outerwear and training gear from Black Chrome. Black Chrome's custom compression can enhance performance and recovery, reduce lactic acid, and accelerate your warm-up. Black Chrome is trusted by a number of AFL leagues, including the US AFL, as their official supplier. Try out our Design Your Own tool and see Black Chrome's full range of sportswear at blackchromeusa.com. Join us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
College and played Waverly Victoria, Australia, three-quarter team, fourth quarter is in it. Between the USA Revolution, were 8-6-54. They have a 43-point lead over the South African Lions, who are 1-5-11, 43-point lead. Brian Barrett here with you. And just a reminder, the next telecast, the USA Revolution are playing on Saturday afternoon at noon Melbourne time. It'll be a 10 p.m. start. Saturday, Oklahoma State Lions, Oklahoma State, that's fantastic. Oh, nice. So the USA Revolution will be back in action on Saturday. And then in Montrose, that'll be a 10 p.m. start on Friday night. And then the men will play, or women rather, will play at Melbourne Uni at 10 p.m. on Saturday. Fourth quarter football is underway. South Africa with the win. Are they too far back? There is a pretty good kicking song as Dollar Pound Dave. How do you spell the lead? T-Y-E-E-J-E-E. He goes out to the near side. They fly. Ball gets knocked down. Staying with it there is the man Ian Gilroy. Got the handoff. All going out of bounds for that great throw. Once again, we are playing 17.5 minute quarters. And just to keep in mind, although I don't know if it'll come into play for this particular game, there is no draws. They will play Golden Point. All comes back in. There is a loss. Slowing deliberately, just like a drop on Center City, Philadelphia. The ball goes off bounds. A little bit of pushing and shoving afterwards. But Valero with a little bit on Kramer there just to say, no hard feelings, mate. Ball comes back in the play. Valero caught it down. Big tackle by Carter Simpson. They're ripping around the pusher out to the near side. It's marked out by 15.1 meters. And Kyle Bentley Johnson takes the mark. So the captain, he's told the play on. He's not totally happy that there's a lion so close to him. He knocks the bathroom out like a teddy bear. And then the bag is up and over for a boundary throw in. Carl Johnson is married to Courtney Sherman Johnson, who was out here playing for the Freedom back in 2014. He forward for the San Francisco Iron Maidens. That championship won last year. They stayed with the footing. Johnson again found Big Ben Judge. Judge throws that one onto the right, turned it over his phone, turned around his man, and throw that one out below and taking the mark with Timmy Linfeld. Linfeld with a long handball in the middle where he finds Hamilton May. Hamilton May had it. The specialist back for Clark Wright. Tries to get off the back for Magic Murphy. Then he throws it at Shepard. Long pick up, puts it in front of Libby. Libby will go in, has some escort support there in lead. Hanson with his flowing blonde curly locks in the Robin Sun. And the ball is in there, and I believe that would be called for a ball. Fourth quarter of play. USA up by 43 points. Ball goes down, ball goes out of bounds. go up in the air again. I mentioned the men and the women that are competing in the IC, of course, Friday night. Melbourne Tower, 5:30 at the USA Liberty and Monash University. It's a 3:30 a.m. Eastern start on Friday morning. Well, just doesn't stay again and goes out of bounds. So if you're up on the West Coast, that's a 4:30 a.m. start Thursday or Friday morning. And not doing anything late Thursday night. Check out the women. Check out the second team. We're 1-1 on this tour of Australia. And big win last night over Bowie and Trumpelstone. Ball comes back into play. Inballs it outside. Around the corner goes Judge, and Judge with a wayward kick. Where it just snuck in. Just by the way road, it's 2-10-10. First point of the quarter, and it goes to the USA. Good lesson. That takes it on to double nickels. 87-55, the 44-point lead, 15-11. For the Footy Wild, the AFL South African Lions. We'd love to see them get a women's team, especially with all the women's teams that have cropped up in the last couple of years. Of course, we have practice here. And Great Britain and European Crusaders team making their debut this year. Empire wants the ball out of the ball. Ball goes into the crowd. Ball goes in the air rather. Lee Howard and spin around like a top. There's ball high today, and that's going to come all the way back. That player is spinning and function. And it's that'll be a free kick to the eyes in one funny spot. Well, the Swans have Buddy Franklin. USA Revolution has Buddy Spawn. USA wearing their class jumpers for White West for the second consecutive game. He's the one ball position to get to the thickness. And he comes in. This will be from 50 meters out. And we just like the left. That's where it starts. Does it curl around? It did, but not enough. And the umpire puts out one member of the distance. And it's on the 88-56 to 45-point lead. And against the wind, the U.S. is not going to play against the thick, but seemingly overmatched South Africa team. That was a high tackle, absolutely. Not their calling for it going back. Franklin did kill your line. There's the kick. Well, it's wide defensively. Here's Talenti. Throws it up on to the right. Up into the air. Tip down. And that one is headed. That'll be a free kick. They'll do it at Dan Lee. Dangerous Dan Lee. He pulls it out of the back as he had over there Talenti. He's got license to do that. That's a pretty good teasing ball. Knocked down by Lee. Over the shooter. McKinney. And that one goes off to the left. Ryan McGinnis at the Philadelphia Hawks. I'll tell you what, he for many years McGinnis having played with him in Philadelphia. Been one of the most athletic players, and he has a little bit of everything. He can run, and boy, can he beat goals. He can kick goals that really nobody else can kick. Down to a 46-point lead. Very nice pick up the corner there up on the back pocket. All right, he's up into the air, one-on-one contest, Sally on reverse, drive on Talenti. Sally Talenti. He's just taking everything back there. He's like a Tyson, just skipping up anything in the neighborhood. Now he swings it out low, trying to sell some candy, and left his man holding a box for the junior with nice ball almost by Franco as it followed off of his hands and out of bounds. As we look at the clock and it says, 10:30 left to go here in the game. Here at Wesley College, we've had a pretty decent crowd come out from the school on their lunch break. And our thanks to them. Thanks to Peter Huggins and Girls Play Footy once again for setting us up with this equipment to get to the live stream. We've had some minor technical issues during the course of the day, which is always good. Nice one back for X Simpson who played a play up in Rainbow. Up in Country Victoria, makes a hard left turn, goes out onto the right, a little contrast, and just out of reach of a snapper, but into the arms of the South Africa. No one contact, that's going to be flashing off the mark, and that's you're off the contest. And that'll be a free kick to South Africa. So they're going to get a chance here off the free kick. Made it third man in. And that really is an effect here. A lot of points don't really have that much left leads, but here is the kick. It's on the way. It is there. A goal for South Africa. They needed that one if nothing else to lift the spirits. There the Kingdom Bowman. And Martin, along with radioactive time, I almost got it right. And then that closes the gap back to 40 points. South Africa 2-5-17, 8-9-57 for the USA with 7.5 to go, fourth quarter. Ball back in the middle of the game. Ron Barrett with you here at Wesley College in Blue Waverly. It's an absolutely beautiful campus. Around 420,000 people. Divided maybe by 100. Ball roll. That one is kicked in for touch. As Mike Linehan didn't seem to think so, but either way, at the last score. Back to 41 points. Whoops, that's a home point. There we go. 58 plays 17. 10 behind. Tied to the ball again. And waiting for the arms of Brian Dryas to cradle that one like a loaf of bread. And it's Mathis to give it away. Well, didn't see that one. Here shepherded off the football. Thank you. Here on the right to the right. Just out of the reach of Boggy. And then it was on the U.S. with the plate. They'll go to Solid Colleges. They came in solid. And the sisters have taught us anything. You don't make friends with someone. Up the right side, Luke Fisher takes the mark. Out of the wing position, commentary 5. Goes up one on the further on field. Further inlet. The mark taken there by Hamilton May. Resisting all marks that go in the Hammond seas, and then ball goes into the middle. And it's picked off. Here comes South Africa back the other way. Lindsfeld, with the several balls rear mark by Torrey. He's taken about 7 of those. And that's what he did when we were in Florida. He finds the win again. And Restrepo is going to thought he was like a 25. And that's what he did to save the way that Florida and Paul Lauderdale. That was coming around. Lee couldn't get it. And he flops his man to the ground. Final Lee Davies from Los Angeles, but he is built like a Connecticut Jordan Rope. The video again. Just under 5.5 to go. USA in control here by 36 points. 6 straight goals, and that one is tied up. I'm sorry, let's try that again. It's 41 points is the difference. George Washington High School, class of 1999. Obviously, the math department still is out of station there. Welcome spinning back in the play. It's flying through the air. McKenna get onto the wall. Did he get that? Of course, Rowan McGill and kicked that goal with the left foot. Well, that was pretty. And Ryan McGilligan, who worked very, very hard, didn't come away with anything in the cash register in the first game, but he's worked very hard in the second game, and right there he went to 10. 9-10-64. 4.5 minutes to go. 2-5-17 for South Africa. And if this game was a Sunday and the whipped cream was on there, that would be a delicious chili right on top of it. And that's the only time I'm going to say delicious in the context of putting in this broadcast. Out to the new side, throws out one on the left. Inside 50, a nice on the shoulder mark. Very nice by Jim Carter. He's had himself a good solid game in the back line. Out to the right side, it's going to be close. May had a punch away. Stays in the field with play. It may keep it in through. The umpire says yes, the game will have a military throw and right into the commentary position. 6-6-6, 6:40 to go offensively. Here we go. case anyone's wondering, I was listening to the close man on the plane over here. So that's probably where the 420,000 came from. Ball up 41 meters out. Riley takes it back, lifts out, comes the way, landed into the arms here of Sequoia. Scramble on quickly, cuts free. Immaculate reception style. Mason was in there for the USA. I don't know what that was, but apparently it was legal over the winning hand. Low on the left, upside, and then going up the teeth. The mark there was legal. So here's legal. One right kick goes inside 40. Vargas really got to wait to it. Ball goes to the ground. That's really impressive. Great pickup there by the fullback. And then a staggy kick up the right side. The ball goes out of bounds once again. 9-10-64 to the USA. 2-5-17 for South Africa. And just like the Papua New Guinea women in the last game, you got to really tip your hat to the South Africans who played the game in the right spirit. And just a little outclassing, a little outplayed. A little outplayed by this U.S. team. But there's a lot. And of course, Eric Thomas. That was him. It's going to get picked off by Franco. Under 2 to go. USA can get a 2-0 here. And all that big match in Papua New Guinea. Seems to be the biggest target. Standing between that and the MCG. Let's finish this one first. That one is a one-point finger-breaking kick. There's the bootleg. Try that one on the road into the goal square. Just goes across the face. The two-finger ball. Ball on you. Well, Cassidy, I apologize for butchering your name. You're pretty very well. I want to penetrate thread with 80 ticks left on the clock. See if they can get a souvenir view against the Americans. Slapped out of here. Look at this mama. Gave in the ball. Now put that one on to the right for Bradley Johnson. Up in the air. And that one will come on down. Yes, and out it goes. With 1 minute. Only 1 minute left to go in this fourth quarter. Ball comes straight back from the play. Ball goes to the ground, throws that one into the right. Marked by Brian Vargas, who leads all goal scorers with 3. He has 4 on the final. Handballs into the middle for his teammate Lintel. Goes long. Purple couldn't take it over the shoulder. And then that one goes out for the side. IMG slipped and fell, and the ball goes out of bounds. Clock running with 30 seconds to go. The USA at home. Great performance by a number of players there. Thomas was the big player in the forward line. Carpenter did a lot of work. Yeah, Levy did well. Levy, sorry. I'll get Thomas out of bounds, but I think this is where this game's going to end with 10 seconds to go. Boundaries throw it up high. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. Full time at the football here in Point Waverly. The USA Revolution got a 2-0. And they have done so in a hard-fought but decisive battle with the South African Lions. The final score, it's the USA Revolution 9 goals, 10 behind, 64 points. The South African Lions 2-5-17. No kickers of the game. South Africa had 2. As we look through our win-one team here, we have one in the first half from Belfast Malloy and one from Andre Varela. Well, the Americans got 3 from Travis, 2 from Livy, 1 from Restrepo, and 1 from Spawn. 3, 5, 7, 8. 3, 5, 6, 7. I think there was a couple other ones in there I may have missed. But mostly had one as well that I didn't mark down. They're all good. We're just going to stay here. We're going to see if we can do it on the song. Yes. All right. So now if anybody has any complaints about the cover, this is me behind the cover. The USA Revolution will go to 2-0. The South Africans watch that 1-2. remain undefeated as coach of the USA Revolution in international play. It's played against Canada in the International Cup, or the Parallel Cup in 2015. This was an absolutely fantastic game leading the boys off. So here's an upcoming telecast for you Friday night, 3:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Friday morning. It'll be USA Liberty against Monash University. Friday night, 10 p.m. It'll be the USA Freedom or USA Freedom Ultras against final implications for that one. That's a 10 p.m. Eastern start on Friday night. On Sunday, from Melbourne University, it'll be the USA Freedom and the European Crusaders at Melbourne University. The win will get them into the semi-final. Check out all the schedules on our website, usafl.com, and on Facebook at facebook.com/USAFL, and on Twitter USAFL 1997. Our thanks to the volunteer camera people here. Our thanks to Peter Holden for the equipment. Our thanks to the AFL for hosting us. And our thanks to you for joining us. We'll talk to you on Friday. For everyone here at New Waverly, this is Brian Barrett saying good call for now.
Beautiful San Diego, home of the 2017 US AFL Nationals, including, for the first time, an Australian division. Imagine kicking off your end-of-season footy trip in this amazing US city, with your club playing in the biggest football tournament in the world.
Chrome Sportswear designs and manufactures custom sportswear with a focus on quality and reliability. We're Australian, we've got 10 years experience, and we've got a US base in Oklahoma. Who better to trust than an Aussie company for your AFL gear? Get your customised men's and ladies' AFL uniforms, outerwear and training gear from Black Chrome. Black Chrome's custom compression can enhance performance and recovery, reduce lactic acid and accelerate your warm-up. Black Chrome is trusted by a number of AFL leagues, including the US AFL, as their official supplier. Try out our Design Your Own tool and see Black Chrome's full range of sportswear at blackchromeusa.com. Join us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.